when you're with the girls, like, yeah, look at this. I'm just gonna send him a short text and play with him.
No.
Is that what you did?
No.
What happened then?
It was at school. There's probably other
guys. That's what she said.
No, she wasn't about to say that. She was gonna say
guys.
there was.
You know the truth.
Look at her smile.
That's the
Ryan.
truth. We were about to break up the engagement like
Oh my.
4 months in to the wedding, and you told me drop off the ring at my parents' mailbox.
Oh my God. So, is Aiden going to have a little brother or sister?
You
And
can
when?
answer this one. You can answer this one.
Come on, this is what everyone's been wanting. This
Should
is
I
why
just
everyone
say
fast
now?
forwarded.
Can I just say I'm pregnant already?
You're pregnant?
All right, guys. Well, welcome to the Ralphie and Ryan show. We have a special show today. We're doing things a little different. As you could tell, I'm going to be the host today. I'm sitting in the hot seat. The reason being is we have a special guest. Her name is Vanessa Velasco, the first lady of the house. How you doing, Vanessa?
Good, thank you.
Good. Thanks.
Welcome to the show, Mrs. Velasco.
Thank you.
Much requested by your fan base.
Yeah,
Wow.
not much requested, but also the reason that I'm going to be holding the host is because I've known you guys for 8 years now, right?
God.
About 8 years.
Wow.
That's a long time.
That's a while back, yeah.
Yeah.
That is a long time.
So the reason being is you guys are married. How long have you guys been married for?
2011?
2011?
2012.
Jeez, we're already off to a bad start. You don't even know when you guys
Oh,
were married.
Lord.
Some of these questions I'm going to ask you guys, man, that was an easy one.
2012.
I knew.
Yeah, so you guys, I've known you guys for 8 years. You guys, what I think in my eyes, have a successful marriage. I mean, you know, no relationship is perfect, but you guys are still hanging in there. Through the 8 years, you guys, you know, have taught me a lot. I've learned a lot of things from you guys, and I really think it'll benefit people out there. So why don't you guys start with how you guys met?
Well, first, before we go any further, we're not sure if we're doing it right, but we make it happen, and we're pretty happy. What did you say? Boo?
Very happy. Honey boo.
Well, I mean, there's no you know, set rules to a marriage, right? Everybody's relationship's different, but
Nobody's normal either, right? Everybody's a little different.
right. But for the most part, I would have to say you guys seem happy. You know, like I said, no relationship or marriage is perfect, but
Yeah.
you guys are still hanging in there.
We make it happen.
Yeah, and you know, Vanessa's on the podcast, and you're on the podcast, so
Yeah.
you know,
Let's get going with that first question.
yeah. So
All
where
right.
did you guys?
You're gonna answer all these questions for us,
I
right?
am?
Yeah, I mean,
Why?
because you have a better memory than I do. She's got a better memory. She can tell me what I was wearing at certain like very special events.
That is right. I remember Vanessa saying the other day that she remembered who did she remember their birthday or something like that? Some like
Crazy. She's
Oh,
got,
yeah,
oh,
like
yeah.
you know everybody's birthday. That's crazy.
she has a weird memory.
That's good. Well, we're gonna
That's
find
good
out right
memory.
now to see how good your memory is.
I'm already gonna apologize beforehand because I'm probably gonna get
Oh,
these dates wrong.
speaking of memory, you guys have to stay till the end because we have a special bonus
Round.
bonus round. I'm going to be asking these two lovebirds questions, and they're going to have to answer them, and whoever can get the most right is going to win. So we're going to do that at the end, so make sure you stay tuned. So,
this is gonna get good.
so how did you guys meet?
Go ahead.
Me?
Did you guys like meet on Tinder? Like,
Tinder.
Tinder.
how did this happen?
That wasn't existent in our time.
What, was it a Saturday or a Sunday? It was a weekend, right? Or was it a Friday?
It's a Saturday.
It's
a Friday. It was
was
a
a Friday?
Friday. It was a
Friday.
Friday. It was a
How
Friday.
do you guys even
It was a
remember
Friday.
the day?
I thought it was a Saturday.
Do you guys know exactly what day it was?
Yeah.
It was a Friday.
Well, I mean like June 5th or something like that. Did you guys know?
Yes.
Yes.
What was the date?
Was wait.
I love how you guys are probably gonna be looking at each other.
It was October 1st, a day after my birthday, my 22nd, 21st birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's easy because it's
Yeah.
after your birthday.
Yeah.
If it wasn't after your birthday, do you think you would remember?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Okay.
So I think it was a Friday, and my friend asked me what I was doing, or I had really nothing going on, and he told me that his girlfriend was having a birthday party at her house. So I got invited, and I showed up to the party.
Was this Vanessa's birthday party?
Well, I didn't know that
No.
it was her birthday party. It was kind of, I mean, you were being celebrated also
Yeah,
a birthday.
my birthday's September 30th, and her birthday's October 1st. And since we remember, we've always celebrated together our birthdays at the club, in her house.
Oh, so this was at her house then?
Yeah.
It was at
Okay.
her house.
Where at?
Cicero.
Okay.
Cicero.
So where you guys first united was Cicero then?
Yeah.
At a Cicero house at a
basement
birthday party.
Yeah,
It's a
basement
house
party.
Basement party?
Yeah.
Oh man, I bet you
Basement
that was a lit party,
We
huh?
were 21, man.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's when times were good.
Okay.
And what else happened? I can tell you the first time that I lay eyes on her.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was sitting on a couch,
Ooh.
like one of these back
It
here.
was one of those couches like this. It
Yeah.
was a basement here.
It was a
yeah.
basement like that, and then the house had long stairs that you can see like who's coming down, and I swear when she was coming down the steps, it was like slow motion.
So you didn't know you didn't know Vanessa at this point when you
No.
saw her coming down the stairs. You
Yeah.
did not know who she was.
I didn't know
Did you
who
know
she
she was
was.
the birthday girl?
No,
So-
I just thought that it was just my friend's girlfriend's birthday. I didn't know that they celebrated their birthdays together.
Okay. So
It's true.
So
It's true.
when she was walking down the stairs, you said that you what did you say?
I said I'm at least gonna try to talk to her before the night's over.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So were you going to this party to try to hook up with somebody or were just
No.
hanging? So when she was coming down the stairs, you were already attracted to her.
She was a target for sure.
Okay. So would you say do you believe in love at first sight?
No.
What about you, Vanessa?
No.
No, why not?
Not love at first sight. I probably think like, oh, he's cute. Oh, I like his eyes, or he's cute. That's really what I think. He's handsome. He's hot.
So
But I don't love him right away.
so
'Cause that's what I think love is at first sight.
Yeah.
yeah. So what about like what would you say if somebody said they fell in love at first sight? Do you think that exists?
I'm sure people feel that they had love at first sight, but I think you're strictly just going on emotion. I mean, if you have do you think you have a choice of who you love? Do you think love is a choice?
I don't know. What do you mean?
That's a great question. I think you probably fall in love with people. So I mean, I don't think it's a choice. I think it's just given.
Yeah. So I would say that if you let your emotions lead you that way to believe that it was love at first sight,
Yeah.
that's fine, I guess, if that's how you roll. But I would say no, it's not love. It's interest. I think it was definitely interest at first sight. Love? No, definitely not love. I think I love her more now than I've ever loved her before. Look at the smile she put on her face. Look
we
at
gotta
the
say this
smile.
on live. So it's like,
This isn't live. This is recorded.
Okay. All right. So I definitely agree with you guys. I don't think love at first sight exists.
Yeah.
So tell me, you laid eyes on her and she was definitely a target, right?
Yeah.
So after that, what was your approach? What was your tactic to approaching her?
All
Because
right.
I know you did.
Yeah. You always have to figure out how to approach.
So
somebody,
what was the game
So
plan?
so when I found out that her name was Vanessa. right?
How did you ask her? Or you were asking everybody
No,
around.
so they
What
actually they gave her a birthday cake,
oh yeah.
and they made her blow out her candles, and then they shoved her face into the cake or
Oh,
whatever.
nice.
So she was like all cheesy. I think you were like a little ticked that happened
Don't
to
say
you.
that.
I think she was a little upset because it's not.
I'm
It's,
still friends with the sister, so
she
Were you upset?
I don't think she really likes that. Now that I know her very well, I think that would have upset her. because she doesn't want to be that person or whatever. But that happened, and I'm like, okay, well, there's an opportunity to strike conversation, right?
Oh.
And then I gave it some time, and then I saw her sitting on a couch by herself.
By yourself?
Yeah, that's when I knew that she didn't have a boyfriend, because I'm like, where's this guy? If there's a guy, he'd be somewhere around here sitting with his girl.
True. I wasn't by myself. I was with my cell phone.
Yeah. She was already a texting monster. That was back in the day when you had to hit, 2 to get.
Oh
A,
my!
B,
It was
C.
the flip phone. I was
Yeah.
gonna ask.
Oh, but I used to love texting. Still, I
Yeah.
still love texting.
But she used to text without seeing, like she'd be texting with.
Oh yeah, I remember. You
Yeah.
freaking have to like type in like a million friggin' buttons to send out a message.
Yeah. So she was sitting on the couch, and then I actually had a friend that was on the next couch, and I told him, "Hey, let's switch." And then I was able to sit next to her, and then I said, "So you're the other Vanessa," because actually the other birthday girl was also named Vanessa,
Nice.
and I think that's how we strike.
Oh, so it was cheaper for the cake then. It only said
Yeah,
happy birthday. Wait, so they only smashed your
X2,
face in the
X2.
cake?
Yes.
Why didn't the other
Because
Vanessa?
the other one was her. It was a little sister, which Cindy.
Oh,
you're
it was
watching
a
this?
late
Hi,
night
Cindy.
party. Okay, all right. She was probably asleep. Okay, all right. So you approached her. You did some musical chairs with your buddy.
Yep.
And you approached her,
Mhm.
and then how did that go from there?
We started talking, and then it was really loud down there, and I thought she was pretty interesting. So I asked her to if she wanted to step outside, so we can talk.
Dang.
You remember everything then.
Well, I
That's pretty detailed.
well,
Well,
you're my
I'd hope
wife.
so.
the biggest score of my life. I mean, I remember this. Yes, that was a huge victory. But I thought that I had the victory, but little did I know that there was some rough patches ahead. We could talk
Yeah,
about
no,
that a
we'll
little
definitely
later.
get into that. So you already asked her to go outside?
Yeah.
Jeez, she's probably like, who is this guy, this freaking stranger, trying to take me outside
Yeah.
in Cicero in the
So-
middle of the night on a block party?
Yeah, in Cicero, yeah.
Cicero is not that bad.
I didn't say it was bad.
You
I'm
make
just
it
saying
seem
it's a
like
nighttime
Cicero
party.
At nighttime.
So what did you think of me? When did you first lay eyes on me?
Well, I was coming down the stairs, as you say. I
See, she remembers.
I remember coming down the stairs.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing you sitting on the edge by the stairs.
Oh, so you noticed him.
I noticed it. 'cause
So what happened what clicked in your head?
I used to hang out with his friends, but I never saw him because I think he had another girlfriend back then. So he wouldn't hang out with the crew, but then maybe after he broke up with his ex-girlfriend, he started hanging out with the crew. But I never seen him before, so he was new to the group. I think I knew your friends for a good year before I knew you. Yeah, I think I knew, and then we used to hang out the same places, but we never. Did we ever hang out the same place?
I don't think so.
But we used to go to the same house. You
Yeah.
used to tell me about this house that you used to go to. I'm like, oh yeah, I've been at that house before.
Yeah. We just never crossed paths until that
Till
moment.
that day.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. So how did you feel when Ralphie came up to you and asked you to go outside? What happened?
I was a little nervous.
Yeah.
I was a little nervous.
When I switched seats with that other guy.
I knew you wanted to talk to me.
Yeah.
But I kind of wanted to play hard to get.
Whoa.
When did you know he wanted to start talking to you? When he swapped seats?
He said, let's go outside. Do you want to go outside? Because it's too loud here. I can't really hear you.
You said that like right away?
No, you asked me. You asked me that. What did you tell me? Because I think you told me that I had some cake up my nose still.
Did you?
I think you did. You did.
Well, that's
And you
attractive.
said, I think you had some cakes there. And I was like, oh my God, where? And I went to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, thank you. You're so nice. I'm like, for telling me that. Because I would have been walking around with like nose covered in cake.
Ralphie would have liked that though. So you guys went outside,
Yeah.
and then what happened? What happened after that?
I think you started asking me. what's
Started
my
asking her
name,
some
my
personal
name,
questions.
What do you do?
Dang.
What did I do? What was I going for college? Like my major.
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude! You're already interviewing. Did you ask her what her credit score was?
Not yet, no.
Not yet.
It's probably better than yours at that time. Still.
Actually, yeah, it might have been better than mine. I was asking her stuff like, well, I was trying to get to know her, so I asked her stuff like, you know, who she was, she had any brothers and sisters, and then I quickly found out that she was a pretty family-oriented person. And she was obedient. She said that she had to leave. Well, you know, she told me she had to leave early. It was really early.
What time was it?
It was like 11:30 or 12 o'clock, you know. And I mean, that's when the party really gets started, especially when you're 21, you know.
That was the first sign, right?
Well, I thought two things. Either she's pulling my chain, she's lying, and she's going off to another party, and some dude's coming to pick her up, or she's for real. And she really is going home at 11:30 at night, which I thought was extremely early, I would say. But then her friends actually confirmed that she was everything that she said she was. So.
Wait, they did?
They said that you
Who
were a
did?
great person.
So when Vanessa left,
exactly.
you went back in and
What
started
did you
interviewing
do when
everyone?
I left?
Huh?
So when Vanessa left, did you go back in and start interviewing everybody?
No, not interviewing, but I'm sure that people noticed that we had taken it outside, so it was kind of serious then, right?
But when I left, I know my brother picked me up that night
Yeah.
because I told him to pick me up.
Okay. So Vanessa left at 11:30.
Yeah.
How did you get the phone number?
I asked her for her phone number before because she's like, I have to go, and I'm like, okay, can I have your phone number? And you know what she said?
What?
Can I have yours?
Oh, okay. Is that why did you do that?
Because she didn't want me to have her phone number. That's what she did it.
That's how I wrote.
And then I thought, geez, all that time, all that effort, and I'm not even gonna get her phone number.
Dude, she had you sitting at home, freaking just staring at your phone.
No.
What happened?
I got home.
If you want to tell your side of the story, you're gonna have to speak up.
I got home, and I text you that night, and I say, "Hey, it's Vanessa. It was nice to meet you. This is my number."
Oh, see?
Yeah.
I text you like literally when I got home, like
Yeah, she did.
15 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Did he text you right back? Or he
did.
left it?
No, he did text me.
Yeah.
And I think he started texting me like for a good 20 minutes and said, "Oh, it was nice meeting you. Can I call you sometime or something like that?" I don't know.
So what happened after that? Was there a long pause, or did you guys like hit it off after that?
I started calling her. Yeah.
Phone calls.
Yeah. And
Okay.
and she wouldn't pick up the phone.
You wouldn't answer the phone? How rude.
I
Were
had
you
to
like
study. I had exams to pass.
Liar. You're
Yeah.
a liar.
I was in school. I had to concentrate.
she's a college graduate, dude.
Exactly.
She doesn't need boys like you ruining up her college, all right?
My college years.
Yeah.
So yeah, she gave me her phone number and we text, and then I would give her a call, and then even when she would answer, she would try to blow me off, like, you know, like make it quick or whatever, and I'm like, okay, well she's probably not interested anymore or whatever.
That's what you thought?
Yeah. And then I tried, and then she didn't give me any more openings.
So how did you feel about that?
I mean, I thought she was a great girl, and I thought that you know, she told me she would go to mass, and that she was pretty close to her mom, and stuff like that. And I thought she was a great girl, but she didn't have any real interest in me. So I'm like, okay, well.
So did you just stop?
Yeah, I stopped talking to her. I'm like, all right, well, I'm not gonna force the issue anymore.
Yeah.
Especially if she's like, she would cut the conversation like super short, where it was like, it was awkward sometimes.
What's the strategy behind that, Vanessa? Why were you doing that? Why do women do that?
I used to do that. I don't know how women are now.
No.
Why'd you do that to me?
That's a strategy, and we're trying to.
Because I wanted to see how far he would go.
You were trying to see if he was serious.
To see how much he did want to talk to me.
So were you just sitting behind the phone like
No.
when you were with the girls, like, yeah, look at this. I'm just gonna send him a short text and play with him.
No.
Is that what you did?
No.
What happened then?
I was in school. There's probably other
Other guys, what she said.
No, she wasn't about to say that. She was
Other
gonna say
guys.
there
Look
was.
at her-
You know
look
the
at-
truth.
Look at her smile.
That's the
Ryan.
truth.
Look at her smile.
There's other guys texting me too. And
Yeah. And you thought, hey, I have a choice, and this is not my first choice.
No, I had other guys, but you caught my attention. But then I'm like, how far will he go?
She was testing me.
Yeah.
And what happened?
You stopped calling. You stopped texting.
How long are we in?
This was in November and December. You were texting me because we met in October. So November and December, you texted me. I think December you stopped texting me.
Oh, so you scored a date then? And
Nope. Nothing.
After the first meet, we never.
Oh,
we never even
okay.
went out.
Twice.
Oh, okay. All right.
That was the first time we met.
So Ralphie got ghosted.
Is that what you kids call it now?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Ghost me.
Ralphie got ghosted. So what happened? What happened after Ralphie? After you gave up, what happened?
What happened? What did you do for this 4 months?
Nothing. I said, all right, well, I guess she's not interested, so I'll move on.
And then what happened, Vanessa?
I was pretty heartbroken, by the way.
I was in school trying to get my finals done, and I think it was my junior year in college. So I was like trying to get it together.
So you got it together.
Yeah, and then it was April 9th.
Dang, you guys didn't talk for 4 months?
Yeah, we didn't talk for 4 months.
Holy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I never text you. You never text me. We just lost contact.
Right.
Dang, you were heartbroken.
I was devastated.
Not ever. You probably were partying for 4 months.
Devastated.
Whatever. Point is that I got invited to a party, to your friend's birthday party once again.
You guys reunited at another party.
Yeah, at a
What a
garage
coincidence.
party. It was a garage party.
Fancy. Classy.
Yeah.
Very nice.
We moved it to the garage. From the
From
basement
the
to the
basement
garage.
to the garage.
Upgrading here.
Hey, it was not bad.
Did you guys meet a third time somewhere else?
No, the second time was the only.
Second time was the last one that we called it the real one.
Oh, okay. So how did this
I
situation?
think that's my story, right? 'Cause
Go
I
ahead.
did most of the talking. The
Oh,
second time.
Ralphie was giving you the cold shoulder. He was pissed at you.
He was really upset.
You guys
He was really upset.
You guys were playing games with each other.
I walked in there and I looked at everybody and I'm like, oh, there's that girl that never answers her phone.
I saw you and I was like, oh my God, he's here.
Oh, that's how she felt.
I should have approached you that day. Like, what's up? Why are you cutting it short? You should have just told me you don't want to talk to me anymore.
I don't know what.
And then?
Okay, so then I was there. I think I get there before you. So I was there, and then everybody goes like, I think my friend was like, oh my God, look, here comes Ralphie. How are you guys doing? I was like, oh, we haven't talked. It's like December. I don't know. I don't think he's even look at me. Oh, come on. You need to give him a chance. He's a nice guy. I said, I don't know. So then you ignore me. You totally ignored me.
She didn't want anything to do with me, Ryan.
You didn't even go say hi to us because we were all sitting like by the side of like the garage, by the table.
Yeah.
And you were like sitting on the opposite side.
Yeah.
You totally ignored me. I was making eye contact with you. You wouldn't even look at me.
Ooh, he was pissed.
Yeah.
He wasn't pissed.
Upset.
He felt how did you feel?
How did you
How did
feel?
I feel?
He felt
Terrible, Ryan.
he felt like
Terrible.
he didn't want to get heartbroken again.
Yeah, I just didn't want to go through all those emotions again.
He was protecting his heart.
Yes.
So, you were there. You went alone to a party.
Yeah.
How do you have the courage to do that? I didn't have the courage.
You went alone?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You know, he's not telling you something here. He knew you were going to be at this party.
Whatever. Did
even
you
know?
know?
No, I didn't know she
Are
was
you
going
for
to be at
real?
the party. No.
What are you doing going to parties by yourself?
I know exactly.
It was by the house. I was at home and they said there's a party, and I
And
said,
you
all
go
right.
Who
alone?
said there was a party? Why didn't you go with the person that said there's going to be a party?
Who told you it was a party?
They were already there.
Wait, I don't know.
So you didn't
I
go. Oh,
never-
he just showed up by himself.
I've
Yeah.
never asked you
Oh.
that question after like so many years. Who texted you there was a party?
I don't remember. I could probably check my old records to see who texted me that day. I don't remember. Somebody texted me or called me or whatever.
And you went alone. You walked alone.
Yeah, what's the matter with that?
That's
No, there's
kinda
nothing
weird.
wrong. I thought you
Kinda
just.
weird.
My friends were there.
Yeah, no.
I guess it's a girl thing. Whatever. I would never go alone to a party.
Yeah, but
would you
that's a
go
girl
alone to a
thing.
party, Ryan?
If all your friends are
If
there.
my friends are there, yeah. I thought he just showed up out of nowhere. He was just driving past and there was a yard sign that said party inside. And he's like, oh, let me just go in. That's what I thought. But I'm like, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. His boys are there already. All right, I'll slide through.
Yeah. So then I showed up and I saw her there in the corner.
Up. You did see me? Did you see me?
Yeah, I knew you were there.
Oh.
How are these parties in Cicero? Like,
No, this was in the Burbs. This was in the
This was
Burbs.
in
North Lake.
North Lake.
oh, this one's in North Lake?
Yeah.
Jeez, you
This
guys
is
are a small community.
What it is my group of friends would hang out with her group of friends. So we would, and then, it was like her female friends and my male friends, and then there's
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right. So Ralphie was giving you the cold shoulder, and all you were worried about was trying to get his attention.
Yes.
And how did you get this guy's attention?
I never did. But my friend, the other Vanessa, had to tell me, how come you never talked to him? I was like, I don't know. I regret it. He was such a nice guy, but I don't know what got it. I don't know. I was in school. I was dumb. I wanted to talk to him again, but I felt bad because I had rejected him the first time.
Yeah.
So my friend goes like, do you want me to talk to him? I can tell him to come over here. I said, no, I feel embarrassed. She's like, and then she's like, Ralphie.
That's a
she's
good
like
friend.
waving
That's a
at
good
him.
friend.
She is. She's like, how are you doing? Come here. You remember Vanessa, right? And they're like, hey. And you're like, hi. I'm like, hi. That's all we said to each other.
Yeah.
But we didn't say anything else.
Yeah.
That was it?
That was it. We just said hi to each other. And
So let me ask you. Let me just tell you something, Ryan. This is how I feel about the situation. So in October, she had options. She had multiple options.
Mm-hmm.
October, November, December, she had options. April, maybe she was limited on options. Didn't have as many options.
What, did you graduate at this time, or?
no, I was still in school, but I was already almost done for my junior year or senior year.
She just told us that she had other options.
Yeah, she definitely did. We heard
You probably
that.
did too.
I didn't even admit them.
You said, never mind.
Anyways,
So, you guys just left it at that? You said hi?
she texted me the next day. I went to the track. I
No,
already
you
took
left.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
no,
left
no.
early.
Before this, he started dancing with some girls there.
What were you what were you guys dancing? What were you doing?
I don't know. It's probably like bachata or something.
Oh,
No,
it
it
wasn't
was-
like a juke party or anything like that?
No.
It was a
We
bachata
go to-
party?
Yeah,
we go to
bachata
Venice.
party. Yeah.
It was a nice party.
How do you dance bachata?
With your feet. What?
Every dance you dance with your feet. I'm saying like salsa's different. What's the difference between salsa and like bachata?
I mean, I can hardly dance, right?
You were obviously dancing there at the
I was
party.
trying. I was
Who was
moving my
dancing?
feet.
You were dancing to the bachata. Bachata.
Bachata.
You were dancing that. You were dancing that back in the days Duranguense shit.
All right, whatever.
What is that?
I don't know. Some type of music like, what is it?
It's like fast-paced Mexican music.
Real
and-
Mexican music.
Yeah, they call it the penguin walk because they rock back and forth.
He danced that with two
I'm
girls.
gonna have to YouTube that.
Those
Yeah.
two
Oh,
girls
you were dancing. Okay, so
I saw him.
you saw it.
I saw him.
How'd you feel about that?
Ah,
You were jealous.
I wasn't really jealous, but I was like, he probably moved on, whatever.
Yeah.
I thought that was his girlfriend for some stuff.
So, if you thought he moved on and that was his girlfriend, what made you text him the next day?
I know. I don't know. I just wanted to see.
What did the text look like?
I text you. It was a Sunday, and I text you. It was nice seeing you yesterday.
Ooh.
I was like-
You know what I did, Ryan?
You freaking ghosted her ass.
I left around red.
Did.
I don't think those flip phones have.
You know what I'm talking about.
All right. So after the second party, you texted Ralphie, and Ralphie left you on red, quote unquote, because
Yeah.
those flip phones didn't have that type of technology back in the day.
I guess.
She knew I'd read it, but I didn't answer back. You knew it, right?
Did you think, does he have the
No.
same phone number?
No, because I thought that maybe you were like, I don't know, had a girlfriend or whatever.
Maybe hungover, stayed at the party too
No,
long.
I thought you had a girlfriend because that's how you're dancing with those girls.
That's probably why I left early because I had to go to the racetrack the following day.
Okay, so Ralphie was at the racetrack. He's probably more worried about his car than a girl at this point in time. So what happened after that? Somebody had to have texted someone.
I text you again? Or
Again?
did I?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't remember that part. I think I texted you again, and I said, "It was nice to see you again. Hopefully, we see each other again at all the parties."
So
I think I text you again though.
let me ask you this: when you got the first text message, what did you think? You opened it and you said, "Okay." What went through your head?
This is what went through my head, Ryan. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Okay, that's
So
a great
shame on you then.
that's a great lesson. But we're sitting here right now tonight. So
Yeah.
what happened?
She kept texting, I guess. I don't know.
I didn't keep
You
texting.
kept
no.
texting.
She got me back interested in her. I don't know.
No,
somehow.
no. I did. No, yeah, I
She
did.
put a spell on me. I'm not exactly sure how it happened, Ryan.
I did text you twice, but then you text me. I think the next day.
Yeah.
I think I was at school when you texted me the next day. You're like, "Oh, it was nice seeing you too." And then I started texting you.
So you kept just firing messages at
Yeah.
him. So you were basically just talking to yourself. You were having conversations
Pretty
with
much.
yourself.
No, I think I was the one who like reached out to him more the second time.
How many times did it take Vanessa to get the point across that she wanted to talk to you?
After I don't know. I don't remember, to be honest with you. That time was kind of foggy, but I remember that she would be more engaging when we were on the phone and stuff like that. And I thought, okay, well maybe she's a little bit more interested. I didn't realize that she was now down on options, I guess is what it sounds like. So, she was giving me the time of day. But yeah, that's kind of where it started, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
I
we were,
think we went out like 2 weeks afterwards
yeah, our first date was at a club
with a group of people.
with a group of people. She didn't trust me enough to go on a date by herself.
Well, that's good. That's good, right?
I mean, yeah, it's kind of good.
I gave you a kiss the first day I
On
met
the
you.
cheek. On the cheek.
It
On the
starts
cheek.
like that.
Yeah.
That's how it starts.
We have a picture of this, by the way.
We do.
Yeah, B-roll.
We do. We have a picture of this.
B-roll.
Of you kissing me and me kissing you on the cheek.
Her first kiss on my cheek.
I think I seen that picture. Is that the
Yeah.
one you guys posted up? It's that there's kind of like a purple background.
I don't
The
even
one-
remember. What is it?
No, I think it's all black in the background. It's a
Oh.
club.
Yeah, it was dark.
Anyways, so how did you guys even get a picture of your first kiss on the cheek? Were you like, hey, hold on
Friends.
real quick? Oh, okay.
Friends probably
you
had
Did they-
that razor or something.
They were waiting. They were
No,
waiting
you
for
and
it.
I were the only ones dating. Everybody else was a couple. Everybody was a couple.
Oh, really?
They were like dating for years already, like everybody else.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, come on, come on."
So they were trying to hook us up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it worked, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys, your first date was at the club. What club was it?
I don't even know.
I remember. Was it Boobaloo? Is that a club back still?
I don't even know,
It's
dude.
probably Volcan, right?
No.
Oh, I don't know about that.
No,
I
I
think
don't
it was
remember.
Boobaloo Club or something like that.
Bupaloo?
Boobaloo?
I have no idea, dude. That's a
We went
great
to
question.
so many clubs, so who knows?
Yeah.
I took him to so many clubs because he hated it.
Yeah, I didn't really like clubs.
But I liked it.
You like the club?
It was every weekend I used to
Yeah.
take.
Why don't you like the club, Ralphie?
I don't know. I was into working on my car and yeah, I just didn't think it was that great. So I didn't really. I mean, I would go every once in a while, but it wasn't like my thing. I wouldn't like drop everything to go to the club. It was just something like, well, if I get invited, if it was somebody's birthday or something like that, I would go. But it was,
Yeah.
I wasn't like, anxious to just go party on my own. But she liked to party or whatever, so I had to, go with her.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So after this first date, you guys had your first kiss, quote unquote, on the cheek. What happened after that?
We kept dating, and I think our second date, I took her to a crosstown classic at Wrigley Field, and you remember that?
I remember that.
And I paid like a bunch of money. I think it was like $140 or something in a ticket. And
One ticket was $140.
yeah, it was very
Jesus,
expensive.
you
yeah.
must have freaking were already in love. You were
Wait,
trying to
each
impress her.
ticket?
Yeah, I was probably trying to impress her.
Were they good seats, or
Terrible.
was it a big game? Or?
It was in the bleachers, and we got there late, so we had nowhere to sit.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Were you pissed?
I was kind of pissed, but then I paid one of the ushers like $60 to get seating.
Jesus.
Yeah,
They do that, right?
Yeah.
You could pay them?
Yeah, man. You could do anything with a little bit of cash.
I remember that perfectly.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay. I asked you. Well, no, I forgot what I asked you. Oh yeah, I remember what I told you about your car.
What?
That it might break down on us.
Oh, yeah, because I had an old Escort. It was a 91 Escort, a 2-door, red exterior, red interior.
Ooh, nice. How did you feel?
I didn't mind it, but then it was hot. It was super hot.
It was
Didn't
really
have
hot.
AC?
It had AC.
Why was it hot?
Well, I was like, should I turn on? I wouldn't turn on the air conditioning because this thing was like a 4-cylinder, but it was really like a 1.5 cylinder.
Oh my!
It was so slow, right? So I would turn off the AC to like get the extra juice to like take off from red light, and but if I wanted to stress my little engine more, I would turn on the air conditioner, right? And I told her, I don't know, should I? I mean, she's like, it's so hot. I'm like, should I turn on the air conditioner? And she said, is this thing gonna break down? So I turned on the air conditioner and I put it on blast so I could freeze her.
It was pretty cold. I was like, okay,
Yep.
got it.
So how did you feel about Ralphie picking you up in a hoopty? Did that play a factor in any of your?
Not really.
I had a Cobra at the time too, though.
Oh, so that helped you out. That helped.
That was
you
really
out.
loud. My mom would tell me, oh, that guy who's picking you up is here. His car is so loud.
She thought something was wrong with the car,
Yeah.
probably.
She was like, why is it so loud?
Yeah.
She knew it was you right away because you could hear like outside.
So you guys are kind of in the dating stage, right?
Yeah.
So you guys are going on dates. This is your third time. When did you guys start thinking that this was serious? Like, when were you like? Because Ralphie obviously thought he got played in the beginning and not sure if she's serious. Obviously, you gave her a second chance because it seems like you wanted something serious, right? So you guys are spending time with each other, spending some money now.
Yeah.
You guys are in this dating stage. When did you guys start like, okay, this is serious? And then like, how do you like make a relationship official? Did you ask her to be your girlfriend?
I did.
I did.
How'd you do it?
We were already going out on dates and we were already making out and stuff.
Dang.
But we hadn't made it official. But I decided to. It was June, right, when I asked you?
It's June 16th.
June 16th.
Jesus, you write it on your calendar? Did you call everybody in your family and let them know?
Ryan, it was memorable for her.
No, I think I told.
She was going out with this.
He was very handsome. He still is.
Whoa, she was about to. Yeah, she said past tense.
Yeah.
No.
She caught herself.
Just because I'm missing a little hair, I'm a little fat now.
No, he's always been handsome. But I mean, when you're young, of course, you're like more handsome than as you get older.
Yeah.
Just whatever.
So June what? 16th?
Yes.
16th.
Yeah, that's when we started.
How did
going
you
out.
ask? What'd you say? You just said, "Hey, Vanessa, will you be my girlfriend?"
Want to go steady?
That's how you said it. Did you Google it? How to ask a girl out, or?
No, I just asked her, and I think she was waiting for it. I knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was waiting for it, weren't you?
Kind of.
Yeah.
We were dating a lot and like you say making out a lot. So.
Yeah.
Dang. Guys, be careful with what we say here. There might be children watching this. We'll keep it at the making out part.
Okay,
and not
okay.
get into detail, unless you guys want to. But anyways, Ralphie asked you to be your his girlfriend, or whatever. So you said yes, obviously, right?
Yes.
So that leads me to my question. I'm going to ask you guys this each, starting with Vanessa. Vanessa, what are some of the things you look in a man when you want to, take something serious with him, when you want to start dating him? What made you say yes?
He was very respectful. He was kind. He was a gentleman. He will open the door for me at all times.
Does he still do that?
When I was pregnant.
That
Anymore.
counts.
Now he opens the door for Aiden. It's like, all right, I guess. He opened the door for me, the car door for me, all the time. That was back in the days. Like, you hardly see that now. A guy opening the door for you, being a gentleman. You were family oriented too. You live with your family. Let's see. You were a hard worker. You always were since I met you. You're pretty manly. I like that manly stuff.
Whoa.
Wow.
I like that you had a hobby, that you liked cars.
You like that about
I
me?
like that about you.
Yeah? Why?
Because you were doing something.
Yeah.
You didn't have a hobby of like playing video games or like collecting shit around. Like, oh, I collect fucking marbles, or I collect I don't know.
Fucking marbles.
There's people that collect marbles or like
Canicas?
fucking, like little toys and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's manly.
Yeah.
You like cars. So.
All right. So, are those all your? We have Ralphie was kind. He's respectful. He's a family man. He opened up the door. Used to open up the door. Ralphie, you need to start opening the door.
I'm working
more,
on
right?
it, man. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
And he's manly. Why is that important to be manly, you think, Vanessa? Why would that be important?
I don't know. I guess I see it as like a role that you want as a woman. You want that man to be there for you. You want him to fix stuff around the house for you. Like, I know a woman could do it. It's not the same.
It's not the same?
Why can't a woman open a jar when it's like, oh, can you open a jar for me? Because I couldn't do it, so you asked the man to do it for you.
Shit, don't ask me. Them pickle jars are a pain in the ass to freaking open. Okay.
So I like that.
Okay.
I like that he doesn't need someone like, oh, I can fix the plumbing because I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
He fixes everything. Anything he tries.
I try. That's
So
important.
you do it. And that's what it is.
Yep.
Perfect. All right. So moving on to Ralphie. What are some values and some traits in a woman that you may hold or want in a relationship? Something serious. What did you see in Vanessa that you knew that you wanted to take her seriously?
Well, I think I thought that just on first meeting her, I thought that she grew up in a very traditional household. I could kind of tell. Her parents were kind of strict, and I thought for a lot of people that's a negative. I thought that was a positive. You know, if she was going home at 11:30 at night on a Friday or whatever it was, I thought that was pretty good. I'm like, well, she's respectful, right? Because a 21-year-old saying I'm gonna be home at a certain, you know, she had a curfew or whatever. I'm like, well, that's good. And obviously she was smoking hot, so that was a plus.
That's always a plus.
Yeah.
You said it too. See?
And she was family oriented. That was important. She was going to school, so she had goals of her own. You know, I didn't know this at first meeting her, but I thought she was honest, or at least I felt like she was honest and trustworthy. If she was respecting her parents, then I felt, well, then it's likely that she will respect me as a husband. So that was important.
What is your guys' thoughts on trust? How important is trust?
The number one most important thing in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Over love?
Transparency and honesty.
Over love.
Over love?
I think that creates love.
I think it's, yeah. You have to trust that person to love them.
There's a lot of people that love each other but don't trust each other.
It's not love.
I don't think they love each other. Then they're used to each other, maybe.
Then what is it?
They're used to each other.
I think love is feeling 100% confident in that other person, that it's mutual. So if that other person loves you back, then he or she should be completely open and transparent with you. That means that I can go through Vanessa's phone. She can go through my phone. She can go through my messages. You know, she can go through my bank account. I have nothing to hide because there's trust there. That's yeah. She's not somebody that I was born with. She came into my life afterwards. So you start building that slowly, and trust is number one, man. Number one, most important. What do you think?
I think it starts when you're dating too. That I trust you and you trust me as we date.
Because then if you don't have trust, then you start creating other problems. Like if she was constantly calling me, you know, where are you? Who are you with? Right? Then I would get annoyed, dude. I would be like, that's it, man. I'm like, I don't have time to prove where I'm at or who I'm with or why I haven't texted you or any of that stuff. It all stems back to the cornerstone, which is trust and transparency. Trust also comes with transparency. You got to be transparent, right?
Yes.
That means that if you want people to trust you, and the other way around, you need to be transparent.
Trust comes with time, right? I mean,
yeah, for sure.
I mean, you know, like you said, she's not your blood. She comes from a different family,
right.
And I definitely agree with you guys. Trust is, I think, very important. It's the number one most important thing. Not even with a spouse, but a partnership, a friendship.
Right.
So, I think that's very important. How long did it really take you to trust her? Because nobody trusts them, like, right off the bat. You guys were total strangers. And obviously it's like, it's graduated, right? Like, you know, you start trusting her more and more and more, right? When did you feel like really confident that you felt that you wanted to consider spending the rest of your life with Vanessa?
I don't know if I can pinpoint the exact moment, but it was a build up, you know, I guess to a point, which I don't know if I can really define the exact time, but to a point where I thought that that I could trust her. Yeah. Because then what do you get? I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of different ways of thinking of this, but like asking for a prenup or something. You know, some people ask for prenups and stuff like that. Well, if you don't think it's gonna work out, you shouldn't
be getting married.
You shouldn't get married, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. I mean, what'd you think? When did you trust me? Did you always think I was full of BS, or when did you think this guy might be for real?
I think I probably would say after a year I trusted you.
Really?
I mean, I didn't know you that well the first time I met you, so I'm like, did you trust me right away?
No, I don't know when that exact moment happens, but I think you build it.
I mean, of course it builds it, but I think after a year, you know that person for a whole 365 days of the year.
So when do you think that people should get married?
It's probably not a year's. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
To me, it was that.
We also didn't spend that much time together when we were going out.
True.
We wouldn't see each other every day.
Is that important?
I mean, space is important, right? Wouldn't you agree?
You guys don't have much of it now.
Yeah. Well, sometimes we try to. If we're at each other's throats and stuff like that, then we make sure that we step away from each other, right?
Did you want to see me every day when we were dating? I don't know.
Well, we were living so far away from each other, but I think it actually worked out for the best. And I think some of that was your mom's influence, right? She didn't want us to see each other all the time.
Why are my mom into this?
We should ask her why.
Oh, yeah. Lord, she'll probably go crazy. Or you can't even stop her from talking.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just curious because a lot of people, you know, when they first start, you know, talking, they want to hang out. You know, they got that lust, that love. They're in that lovebird stage.
Right.
And they're with each other every single day. I'm just curious if that's a bad thing or a good thing. I mean, obviously you guys didn't hang out 24/7, and you guys got married. Do you think that played a big role? Do you think if you guys hung out every single day, things might have changed?
I don't know. It's a good question. I like my space though. I don't know, cause I don't like to bother you. You don't like to bother me. I don't like to text you. You don't like to text me. I hate being on the phone. I hate it. I don't like to be on the phone and be like, oh my god, like 2-3 hours.
Yeah, back in the day, people would talk to each other on the
I
phone for
couldn't
like
do
an
that.
hour and a half or whatever.
I couldn't do that.
Yeah,
It was too much.
that's too much, I think.
So we how did we even do it?
We would do a lot of texting. Think that there was text
It was
messages,
like
and we would hardly call each other, but we would hang out every weekend, right, or every other weekend.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We used to. Hang
Yeah,
out.
but during the week we were pretty much doing our own thing.
Is that? I feel like maybe how did we even make it work if we didn't even call each other?
Yeah, well, we made it work. I mean, we rolled into the relationship too that way, right? Like Ryan was saying, if you sometimes lust might get in the way of actually even getting to know the person too, right? If you're just
Yeah.
if it's just a physical attraction and you're trying to get that out of the way, you might not get to know somebody.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys kind of explain to us what you each look for in a partner when, considering, a serious relationship, trust being one of the very important factors. You guys seem like you guys both you guys are two people that, already are open-minded in the beginning of any relationship to already have trust. There's a lot of people out there that been through some shit where they just their whole life they don't trust people.
They don't trust anyone.
Yeah, which is it's very unfortunate. It's tough, it's hard, but getting back to that, you guys, we have 5 minutes. I want to ask you guys, how did you ask Vanessa to marry you? Because at this point, you guys were pretty serious. You guys been dating for a while. How long did it take for you to know, and then after you figuring out you knew, that time frame and when you actually asked her?
All right, here we go. So we dated for, what was it, 6 years? 5 years?
Like 4 to 5. I think 4.5.
4.5 years?
Hold on. 5.
5 years. So we did it for 5 years. So I got to know her very well.
So you guys were dating for 5 years and then you asked her?
Yeah, and then I asked her to marry.
After 5 years?
I would say
still
that's
there?
kind of quick. No,
Is it?
that's like if you guys started dating.
Quick?
Dating is okay.
That
This
took
is like
forever.
if you guys were freshmen, in high school, then he would have asked you at graduation or a year after
Yeah.
to marry
I
you.
don't think I would be married to him if I was in high school with him.
Yeah.
But the time frame's kind of
Some
like
people are
that's 5
different.
years.
Some people do it.
Yeah.
So
I know people that have been married from
It
high
can't
school.
be 2 weeks, but then it can't be 10 years, I don't think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why not 10 years? You
It's
probably marry
too
somebody
long.
else.
Like they say, shit or get off the pot.
Shit or get off the pot. What's
Yeah.
the time frame?
I don't know. It depends. Depends how fast you. But it's definitely more than 2 weeks. Or even 3 months. You can't.
What about a year?
It depends, but yeah, maybe a year.
Everybody's different.
Yeah, everybody's a little different. A year, okay, it depends, but but the longer you spend with someone, the better you get to know the person. So you have a better chance of knowing what to get in, what you're getting yourself into, right? Because you really don't know until you move in with each other. That's when you really know.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm not gonna get into that because I was gonna ask you guys that the whole house situation in a little bit.
Yeah.
So 5 years. What made you ask her?
I had been saving money to buy a house, and I knew she was somebody that I wanted to live with. So I asked her to see if she wanted to come move in with me.
So you tried getting her to move in first without asking to marry her.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And then what did Vanessa say when you said you want to move in?
What did you say?
I said no.
Dang.
Yeah.
What was your explanation?
I want to get married if I'm moving with you.
Dang, she said the M word?
Yeah.
How did you
marriage.
feel?
I was like, oh man, just
Oh.
another thing I gotta do.
Whatever.
Yeah. She said, I got to get married.
So you said, all right, let's get married.
Well, then I thought, I'm like, well, I really want to buy a house and I don't want to live by myself. And then I'm like, well, I really want her to move in with me, or I want to live with her. And she said that the only way that was even that was ever going to be possible is if she left her home married. So I'm like, all right, well, guess I have to do this married thing.
I guess. Continue.
Well, that's good. That just goes back onto some of the values that Vanessa and her family held, which would be one of the main reasons why you wanted to,
Absolutely.
take her serious in the beginning anyway. So you should have expected that, bro.
What?
You should have known. Like,
dude, it was
they're not gonna let her move in with me. I'm gonna have to.
You think I was gonna
He
move
tried.
in with you?
He tried.
I tried.
He tried pulling a quick one.
I tried.
But do you think, like, right at the back of your head, did you think I was gonna say yes to moving in with you?
I don't know. I thought it was worth a shot.
He thought he had a chance because he asked.
I had a
You
shot.
should have known better.
He thought he could get away with that.
Yeah.
one.
So then I was like, hey, I gotta buy a house and I want her to move in with me, and I asked her to marry me.
So.
And she said yes.
Oh, so you just went up to her and said, "Hey, Vanessa, you want to marry me?" And she said, "Yeah." And that was it, or how did it go, dude? People want to know the romantic thing. They want to know how the ring came out, if she started crying, what happened.
Yeah. I'll tell you the whole story in the next half hour, because we're gonna take a short break. All right. So this is what happened, Ryan. So we were dating for like 5 years, and I was coming back from a fishing trip up north, and I got T-boned. I was in a truck, and I got T-boned.
Holy shit.
And I slammed my head up against the side window, and I got a concussion, and I had a neck sprain too. So I was in that cast, thing or whatever.
You asked her with the cast on?
No, I waited for that. But I was with that cast for a while, and I couldn't drive, and I had a headache for like
Couldn't drive?
Couldn't drive, no. I couldn't turn my head.
Oh.
And and I couldn't go to work for like a month, right?
No,
Oh,
it was
so
like 4 months, 3 months.
Was it?
Holy
It was
shit.
a
So you were
while.
already pissed off.
Oh.
You were
Yeah, it was a
pissed
while.
off.
Yeah, so I had a lot of time to think, and then at this time she had just started driving, right? So she was picking me. We actually went to the theater with cast on.
Well, you guys, it's 5 years in.
Yeah,
I didn't want to take him, but he wanted to see the fucking movie.
she finally picked me up. She would never pick me up. She would never want her to pick me up, and I told her, well, we're not going to be able to see each other if you can't pick me up, because I'm not going to ask my parents to.
I didn't want to pick you up. I wanted to pick you up, but my mom told me that supposedly a lady never goes and visits the guy or never goes and picks him up because that's a bad lady.
It sounds like your mom's very traditional.
Yes, very
Yeah, very
traditional. 1940s.
So did you sneak out the window?
No, I told her, Mom, please, why are you going to go all the way over there? I'm like, he can't drive. Well, somebody could drop him off. Who the hell is going to drop him off, Mom? He has a neck brace.
Poor Ralphie.
I was 25 years old, and I was going to have my parents drop me off at my girlfriend's house.
Oh, man.
Because she didn't want me to go over there. And then she's like, well, if you leave now, you have to be back in 3 hours. I was like, what the hell am I going to do for 3 hours?
Yeah.
I need to be like, give me at least till midnight.
Yeah,
She was a strict lady, very strict lady.
yeah, which was actually a good thing.
I don't know, but she was very, very strict.
So she took me on these dates where she was driving everywhere, and then I thought, she's a keeper, and I need to shit or get off the pot. So I
Did she give you any signals?
I put a ring on it.
Did she give you any signals?
What signals did I give you?
She was begging for it.
You were begging for it?
What?
I mean,
was begging for it?
you weren't begging for it, but
I
I
was
mean,
not begging for anything.
but it was 5 years in, so she was. You weren't wondering when is the ring gonna come?
No.
No.
So what if Ralphie never asked you and it went to 10 years?
I would ask him.
Yeah, okay.
I would get down on one
Your
knee.
mom doesn't want you to go freaking out of the house to go pick him up. She'd be pissed at you if you asked
Oh,
Junior to
boy.
get married.
Yeah.
Why couldn't I do that? I'm going to get more romantic than you, probably.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, we were just about to get there, so let's hear how romantic this was.
So what I did was she actually, I kind of figured out what style of that. She knew it was coming because we were already seeing engagement rings, and I kind of already understood.
Why would you do that to me?
I was trying to tease, was working you up. You know what I'm saying?
Giving you something to look forward to.
Yeah. So I kind of, figured out what kind of ring she liked, what kind of cut she wanted, and then I decided to order a ring and get it made for her. I forgot how I figured out your size, but you know what? You want to hear something funny? When I gave the jeweler the size of her ring, they asked me if it was for an Asian person.
For what?
For an Asian person, because it was so small. And I'm like, no, she's Mexican, but she's very petite. Yeah.
So you would already on dates take her to the jewelry store and be like, hey, what kind of rings do you like?
I mean, I don't know how I did this, but yeah. We would go there.
You took me to by my house in Riverside.
Yeah. So we'd go to jewelry stores and we'd just take a peek.
So how, like, did you already know that, he was going to ask you to marry him? I mean, because nobody says, hey, I'm going to come pick you up. We're going to go on a date today. We're going to go to the jewelry store and look at rings.
I think that
wedding rings.
Right.
I think that day he told me, do you want to come over to my house? It was July 4th. It was July 4th. I remember because you proposed to me on July 9th.
She knows what I was wearing the night that I proposed to her.
You were wearing a navy blue and a blue polo. And I was wearing blue and white tank top and capris. Which I felt looked horrible, but you didn't tell me.
Is there a reason you remember? Is because he asked you?
Yeah. It was a Friday
Because
night.
you probably don't remember what he was wearing the day before.
I didn't see him the day before. I only saw him Friday and Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. So July 9th, Ralphie asked Vanessa to marry him. And where was this at?
I took her on a trip downtown. So we took the train to...
No, did we?
Yeah, we took the train.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, because I was scared. I had this ring, and it was.
You took the train?
Yeah,
I thought you took the car.
No, we took the train.
No, we didn't. No, because you said you want to take the train. I said why, and you said, "Well, let's take the train." You took the train with your dad.
Oh, to pick it up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, because then you wanted me to take the train with you, and I said, "Why so late? I don't take the train with you at this time."
Oh, so we drove down there?
Yeah, and you said, "You sure?" And I said, "I have money. I can help you pay for a taxi or something."
Your dad went with you to pick up the ring?
Yeah, so I had it ordered, fitted and stuff like that, and the cut, and I had to pick out the diamond and stuff like that. And then it was like I think it was like a 3 or 4 week delay, and then I went to go pick it up, and it was downtown.
Okay, so.
And I think we took the train then. Is probably what I remember.
So, what did your parents say when you said that you were going to ask her to marry you?
I don't know. I was like 25, 26. They're probably thinking like about time. I mean, I was already dating her for 5 years. They were probably wondering, what was going to happen between us two, right? They didn't say anything. I mean, they weren't. They liked her.
Care.
They liked her, so they didn't think I was making a mistake or anything like that.
Liked her.
Yeah, they like her. Yeah. Everybody likes Vanessa.
Yeah.
Everybody likes Vanessa.
Yay.
Yeah.
So, you guys were going downtown.
Yeah.
Where in downtown?
I wanted to propose to her on Buckingham Fountain at night when the music and the light shows come on. And, we went to Buckingham Fountain, and I don't really remember exactly what I said or how I said it because I was so nervous.
You were a nervous wreck?
Yeah.
I was really nervous.
How long did you prep for this?
That was a problem, Ryan. I didn't prep for it.
Oh, you weren't role playing, dude?
No, I wasn't
role
role
calling
playing.
up your boys or anything
No,
like that, dude?
no.
Dude, just pretend, man.
Who
Just come
knew
over
you
here.
wanted to marry me? None of your
I think
friends?
no, I don't think any of my friends.
Really?
I don't even know. I don't remember. But I just decided to go there and just swing it.
Wing it.
Yep.
Nice.
Right.
I
Hey,
like
it worked. She said yes.
So Buckingham Fountain.
Yeah.
And Ralphie got on one knee.
Yes.
in front of. Did anyone look at you guys?
Oh yeah, for sure. People were staring.
But nobody
Aw.
recorded it or took pictures of it.
Dang,
Yeah. Well, we didn't
dude.
ask them.
Well, you should have. What's wrong with
Okay,
you?
so if we were to show, if we were to show up to Buckingham Fountain, and we were to see the exact same thing, would we just whip out our phones and be like, "Oh my god"?
Or you could have just pulled out the camera and be like, "Hey, can you guys take a picture of this real
There was
quick?"
like no
Yeah.
selfie
Then they would
stick
know.
back then.
Yeah,
There
No
was
selfie
nothing.
sticks.
There was like the iPhone 3, like so little.
yeah. There was no video really, right? It was just photos. Yeah.
No, but I think you told me that you've never been to the fountain before.
Really?
You lied to me. And
I
said,
did.
What?
I was a liar. But we never really
He
took
was-
trips downtown,
No, I
anyways.
didn't.
He was
Yeah, we
just
did.
trying to keep it romantic.
Yeah.
And then you told me, oh, can you see the color in that fountain? What color's the top one? I said, I don't know. I was like, what? And then I turned around, looked at you, and you were like down on one knee.
Dang.
And then, do you remember what I said?
Said, will you marry me? But your hand was shaky.
Hell
Was it?
yeah.
You know what I was thinking?
I'd be nervous as shit too.
Is this a mistake?
What are you laughing
No,
about?
I don't.
What are you
I don't think he was thinking that. I just think he was just nervous.
Yeah, I was
You were
really nervous. That's what it was.
I've
Hell
never
yeah.
seen him nervous like that.
As
Yeah.
Well, I saw you when I was at Aiden. When we had Aiden, you were pretty nervous.
Yeah.
that's just on my end. I don't know what Ralphie's thinking or whatever, but that's it's pretty important, especially to the woman. You know, like women look, toward that their whole life. You know,
Yeah.
as somebody asking them to marry them,
Right.
and you sometimes you believe in that you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, but you're not really sure if what the other person's gonna say. So
Right.
everybody's afraid of rejection.
No, but that's
And-
the ultimate rejection, right?
That's the ultimate rejection, because he's basically asking you, to spend the rest of your life together, and there's a possible chance that he can get denied. So
Yeah.
obviously, it didn't happen. You said yes right away. How long? What was the time? What was the time frame?
She said
No, I said, oh my God.
she said, "Oh my god," like at least 25 times.
And then I think you told me yes or no because my knees starting to hurt.
Jesus, you did that to him?
Yeah,
That
I
is
didn't
so
know what to
rude.
say, but I said, oh my God, like at least 25 times. 20
Oh,
times.
he got even more scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
He's
oh
like,
my
"What's
God,
going
oh my
on?"
God.
Yeah.
Mm.
But then she said yes, and then I'm sure we kissed. We took some photos, right?
We did.
But it was such crappy photos, right?
I didn't cry though.
You didn't?
I cried till like 3 hours later.
Really?
Oh, when you were at home sleeping, like, this was a mistake.
Guess
No.
guess where we went to celebrate? You would never guess. Where do we always go to celebrate anything?
Oh, Longhorn.
Outback.
Outback, you know what I meant.
did
It's the
go to
same
Outback?
steak
Yeah, we went to
place.
Outback. Remember downtown?
No.
Yeah, we took a shot.
That was Outback?
Yeah, that was
I
Outback.
thought it was Bennigan's or Bennigan's.
Was it?
I don't think it was Outback.
You know what?
Wasn't it Bennigan's or something?
I thought it was Outback.
I guess to you. Maybe it is Outback.
Maybe it was Bennigan's.
Whatever.
You guys should probably get like sponsored by Outback, because every time like
Something
a
happens. we do go
deal closes
Anything.
or anything, that's where you guys go.
That's
I
where we
see it
go.
on the snap.
Yep. We love that place.
there. Aiden loves
I'm
that
surprised.
place.
I'm surprised you didn't ask her to marry you in Outback.
Yeah.
Mm,
No.
mm-mm,
In Australia.
mm.
No. I love Outback.
Okay.
All right. What's next?
So Vanessa said yes.
Yeah.
What happens after that? How long does it take? Who's prepping what? When's the wedding?
What happened?
What's going on?
We were about to break up the engagement like
Oh my.
4 months in to the wedding, and you told me drop off the ring at my parents' mailbox.
Oh my God.
How rude was that?
Did I really say that?
It
Yes, you
sounds like some
did.
shit Ralphie'd say.
But you know what? He
Terrible.
didn't say it like physically say it. He texted.
Is that what ticked you off?
Yeah, you said. I said, I guess I don't know. It was a fight, crazy fight, like for all night long till like 1 a.m. And I said, I'll drop off the ring then. And he's like, yeah, leave it in the mailbox. My parents' mailbox. I was like, what the fuck?
Jesus.
Oops.
You wanted her to come over there and put it in the mailbox?
I don't even remember.
Were you gonna
what
pay
it's
for
all
shipping?
about.
Were you gonna pay for shipping, or
I
what
don't
was
know.
going
That
on?
was dumb. That was an expensive ring. Why would I just let it just be in the mailbox?
Yeah, dude.
That was dumb.
Yeah, we broke it off. We broke it off. I think like in March.
March?
We
A couple
were
of
like 3 months into the marriage, not marriage. To the
to the
real day.
engagement.
To the real day, the wedding day.
So it was 3 months prior to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We broke it
Why?
off.
I mean, you guys probably had a lot of shit going on. I mean, you
Super
guys
stressful.
had a lot of decisions
stuff.
to make. and-
Check this out. So when we were getting married, right? We got engaged in June, right? July, and then we were gonna get married in June. So it was like 11 months to get everything together. And 11 months, I had just went through that accident, and then
You didn't ask her with a neck brace on, right?
no, I waited for that
Okay.
to clear. And then, but I was trying to buy a house at the exact same time. I was transferring job positions, right? I was changing jobs.
You were?
Yeah.
Oh, you were.
And
Forgot about that.
and then we had to plan for a wedding.
I forgot that you started in Infinity.
Right. And it was that same year. So I was
Yeah.
switching jobs. I was buying a house and I was getting married in like 12 months. That's super high stress.
People can do it and they're not stressed.
Yeah. Well, some people are not me.
So yeah, I mean, a lot of people have issues coming up to the marriage, like you guys. There was some things that you guys had to figure out, and how did you guys manage to get through that stage and get to that big day?
Love, Ryan. At the end of the day, it's love.
Yeah, but before that, we had to talk to get back together
Yeah.
in the hospital.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
Would you remember that I had a migraine for like a whole day?
Oh yeah, when she gets stressed, she gets migraines.
Really bad migraines.
Well, shit. I mean, I'd be stressed out too.
That's when I started getting migraines.
Really?
Like with like that year of the
Because of
wedding.
Ralphie.
Yeah, pretty much. It's all his
Her
fault.
headaches
Yeah.
now are
Yeah.
because of you.
So if I miss
Way to
work,
go.
and won't make it to work because of him.
Nice.
Blame it on
Yeah.
me.
Nice going.
So anyhow, so I was at the hospital, and that's when we started talking again. We started telling each other like, "I love you too," and I'm about to die.
That's what that's what I was thinking. I'm like, this is on a very emotional scene right now. She's like, I have a migraine. I don't know if I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna make it. And then Ralphie's like, fuck, I feel like shit.
I love you.
Let's just keep going, babe.
Yeah.
Let's
So
just
we
keep
made
going.
it. We
Yeah.
said we love each other again.
Yeah. So we held it together and we got married.
Awesome.
then
But we had
Wow.
actually bought our house. Actually, this house that we're living in 2011, right?
Mhm.
And we got married in 2012.
Okay.
And we closed on the house in December of 2011.
So did you guys look for the house after you got married, or were you guys kind of looking before? Because I know all Ralphie's thinking about is, I'm gonna marry her, but I'm trying to buy this house. So,
Yeah.
well, I mean, I'm sure you guys were already kind of looking probably before the wedding date, obviously.
Looking for houses?
Did you guys buy the house before you actually got married?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, but you guys didn't move in until you got married.
Yeah, we didn't move in.
So I wanted to ask you guys, is it important, obviously, from Vanessa's side and growing up, she would probably agree that it's important to get married before you move in.
Yeah.
Well, at least she was kind of forced to. I guess she could have. She
could've
could
broke
have.
it. She could have broken the law.
But she didn't.
She did.
I obey my mom too much.
Obviously, Ralphie thinks, shit, I don't care. I don't need to be married. I can buy a house. Why do you guys think it's important to be married before you buy a house?
I don't know. I guess it doesn't go so bad if you were to leave me.
What do you mean?
Isn't that how people do that?
Well,
Like, oh, we bought a house, but now we're not together, so now we had to split it, and it's like it goes
Yeah.
really bad, and
yeah.
the money and the house is gonna keep it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just another asset that you're going to have to break up.
It's too much drama
Yeah.
if you're dating and doing it.
Yeah.
So I prefer like to date you and just live together in an apartment and be like we both go different ways.
Yeah. But if you're gonna get married, then it's okay.
No.
No.
Wait, I'm confused.
So no. So the reason I ask is because I feel, I mean, it's very controversial, right? Especially, I mean, people don't have it as nice as you guys did back in the day. Social media
What do
and
we
shit
have
now
nice?
or whatever.
What do we have nice? We don't have it nice.
Yeah,
We struggled.
Everybody struggles, right?
Okay. But what I'm trying to get to here is before you guys got married, you wanted to move into a house.
Yeah.
She said no.
Right.
Why is it important that you guys should get married before you move in? What were to happen if you guys didn't get married but still moved in? Do you think that would play a factor? Why is it important?
Yes. So, I mean, those traditional ways are, I think, there for a reason. Now that I look back on it, her way of thinking was correct, because when you're married, I think there's a lot of people that say that marriage is just a piece of paper, right? And that may be true, but you're also in front of a bunch of people stating that you love this person, that you want to be with them for the rest of our lives, and that you're going to be faithful, that you're going to try to uphold this relationship and the household. And it's something else that unites you, because everybody goes through problems. And as you just heard, 3 months prior to being married, we had a huge fallout, right? A huge breakup. And that the marriage is what helps keep us together, because she holds it as something sacred, and now so do I. Because even children, children out of wedlock are called bastards. And I mean, ideally, and there's certain situations where accidents happen and stuff like that, but ideally you would want to set up a household where parents are married, and there's a reason why there's traditional ways, because it's the best chance of you succeeding. It doesn't guarantee success. Nothing is guaranteed, but it helps. Traditional values are set in those ways for a reason. And marriage, when I was young, I didn't think it was anything very much importance, but it's huge. It really is. If you really do love someone, which I do love her a lot, obviously, right? I'm together with her, and I had a child with her. It's important that you get married and you go through those traditional steps. So that's why I think it's important that you get married before you buy a house.
I think it's the way you were raised too, though. Because I got raised very old tradition.
Yeah.
So if we raise our son old tradition, but nowadays not everybody keeps the traditions alive.
Yeah. Well, it's difficult.
So nowadays I have friends, people I know that move in together, have a kid, and never get married.
And I don't think there's anything like terribly wrong with that, but I think in an ideal situation, I would say you'd probably want to avoid that.
What the hell do I do?
What do you mean?
What do I do? What if I need to find a house right now and I'm not married?
What?
Yeah, you just buy a house by yourself.
Just by yourself? So you'd recommend somebody buying a house? That's because, I mean,
you should get married first because of traditions?
Well, yeah. I mean,
No.
you have the best chances to succeed, right? That's what Ralphie just said.
Yeah.
But not everybody's the same.
Not everybody's the same.
Yeah, I know.
I see it marriage because it's like that's the way I got raised. All my mom's family got married. All my aunts got married through civil and through church. All my dad's side of the family, all his sisters and brothers got married and through the church. So you follow that tradition. But if you grow up with a family that never got married, that your mom is a single mom and whatever, you grow up to be like, my mom did it, I can do it too.
All right, makes sense. Makes
I
sense.
see it that way. I see that because it's my tradition. But maybe if my mom wasn't married to my dad, I'll be like, okay, let's move in together.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason I'm asking is, just because I'm a real estate agent, right? And,
Yeah.
People, approach me that are not married or
Yeah.
that are my age and, don't have a girlfriend
Yeah.
and they want a place to live. And I'm also, looking, in the future. That's just, the way I am.
Yeah, I would say, I guess, to answer some of your questions, it depends, like everything else, right? Like how long they've been together. If they've been together and they've lived together for 5, 6, 7 years and they're in a like stable situation, they're not married but they're stable, and they've worked with each other, they've lived with each other for a while. Yeah, that couple should probably buy a house together. But if you're dating and you're not even living together, you shouldn't just go buy a house. That's a terrible move. First, you got to figure out if you can even live with the person, because it's completely different when you move in with somebody.
Well, yeah, that goes back onto you never lived with her and you're already married.
Yeah.
So how did that work out for you? I mean, you
Good.
didn't know the way she lived.
Good, because 3 months. Well, first I got to know her very well, but by dating her for a while. But then when I moved in with her, I had so much invested already. I had a house, right, and she was part of the purchase. I was already married, right? I was already married.
I was a purchase.
No, I'm saying that you were part of the purchase.
I was like, what the heck?
That's
She
what I
wasn't
thought
part
of
of
it.
What was my ticket price?
I'm saying that her name was on the deed.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I see.
Yeah, her name was on the deed. So I had a lot of interest in making this thing work, because we had some rough patches there in the beginning, right, when we first moved in with each other, like anything else. But like now we had a lot of stuff to push forward for.
Yeah. So you guys got married. We kind of got a little bit of the background on why you guys got married and then decided to buy the house. Now, how did you guys end up buying this house that we're sitting in?
Go ahead.
What was the procedure?
The procedure.
Yeah, I mean, like, how did it go? So,
It
I
wasn't
mean,
this house our first option. You had the other option.
what factors? What led you guys into this house, this location, the features and benefits, the area, all of that? Who took the role in the decision making in the house?
I think mostly you did.
Yeah.
Because I lived in the city for a good 20 years. I'm from this Pilsen. So I had no idea what was in the suburbs. I don't even know what North Lake was. I didn't even know what the heck Bensonville was.
Well, nobody knows what North Lake is, obviously. We found that out.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was anything over here.
Yeah.
The suburbs.
So I think.
So I think you took over mostly.
Yeah. So she came along to approve of the house and the bathrooms and the decorations and stuff like that. But I wanted to be not too far from home, right? Because I knew the area well, and Bensonville was actually the next town over from North Lake. And I guess some of the stuff that I had interest in was the size of the garage was a big factor. The size of the lot was a big factor. School systems, they couldn't be terrible. And real close to transportation, which is actually now becoming the downfall because it's located in a great location, which is actually now the problem, because there's a possibility that they might buy us out. But
I
yeah,
doubt it.
well, we'll see.
Doubt
And then
it.
I like the house. Now this house had well and septic, which at the time we didn't know. Remember that?
I don't know what water was.
Yeah, we
Hard
actually
water.
we actually put an
Hard
offer.
water.
We actually put an offer in on a house on the next street over, and I really like this area. And there was 2 houses in this area that were for sale. It was that other house on Center Street and this one on Hawthorne. And when we put the offer in on that other one, we found out that there was some foundation damage or foundation shift.
On your inspection?
Yeah, and we had to drop it. And then a week later, we came to see this one, and that was it. We locked up a
I
contract.
didn't like the other one.
So, sounds like Ralphie just did everything. You just said, I don't even give a shit. You choose the house.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, how do I say it? I was blindly in love, like so in love with him. Well, I still am. But the first house, it was ugly.
It had a lot of potential, right?
It was freaking ugly.
Potential.
It had like a 70s fucking kitchen.
Oh, it was Good Bones.
Yeah, it was
had
Good Bones.
No, it got
actually,
no
we
Good
found out
Bones.
that it was not even Good Bones, right?
It had freaking ugly color, not good bones.
Oh, so Ralphie was thinking money. He was thinking
What,
a live
you
and
really
flip.
wanted to rehab the whole house?
Yeah,
You
That
were
would've been
ready for a
expensive
live
as
and
hell.
flip for your first home.
I guess.
That was
yeah.
ugly ass house. It had yellow kitchen with white.
Ugly houses are nice.
No. At my time, it was ugly. And
It had a huge garage.
we had all that money to fix that house? No, we didn't.
Yeah, I don't think we did.
No.
Well, we could have done it slowly.
Yeah.
That house looked like 1960s. And I said yes. I don't know why the hell I said yes to that. And I said, did you like it? And I said yes. And I went home and I said, I fucking hate that house. Why would I say yes if I don't like it?
I have no idea.
Because
Because I was in love with you. I wanted to be with you. And I just figured, like, I'm just going to see
You know what she thought? She's like, well, he's going to marry me, so whatever. It's cool, wherever.
Kind of.
You think so? So what happened when you stepped foot into this house?
The other house, you didn't even have to wear booties. You had to wear booties for this house.
Okay, you guys are painting a good
yeah,
picture on this one.
exactly.
I
That
wonder-
house over there was
Did
horrible.
that house sell?
Yeah, it sold.
So they obviously fixed the foundation on it, or you
I'm
think
not
they
sure.
went with an investor?
You know what's funny is that I constantly keep an eye. Obviously, I keep an eye on my market or whatever. If that house were to get back on the market, I'd consider throwing an offer at it. I liked it.
What do you mean back on the market? They took it down and they never sold it?
No, they sold it, whatever. But if the
Oh.
home ever comes back on the market, I have no idea in what condition it is.
Oh, okay.
Just by looking at the outside, I don't think they've invested like a lot of money into it to where it's in great shape or whatever. I always think like I really liked the location. I love this location, and the house was a split level. It had a huge garage, huge bedrooms. Yeah, but it didn't have a nice kitchen or nice bathrooms or anything like that. So what did you think about this home when we walked in it?
It was beautiful.
Yeah, and then
It was expensive.
you know what's crazy, dude? Well, I mean, we were starting off and we didn't have we didn't have much money or whatever. But at the time, I remember thinking of the price and I said it's too. We were looking first. We started looking in the 150 range. Remember? And then we started looking at 150 range, and we were like, okay, well, this is definitely not what we want. So we moved up into the 200 range, and then we moved into the 200 range, and they were getting better, right? The houses were getting better, and then we put an offer in the house on Center Street, the next street over, and it was 235,000, and I had to tell her, like, she was telling me, like, are we gonna go broke? Are we gonna be house poor? It's it's really expensive. It's 260. It's I forgot what it was. It was like 235 or something like that. And I said, yeah, no, I think we can do it. We might be a little tight, but we can do it. And then we saw this one, which this was listed $30,000 more than that other house. But we had already seen so many other homes that we did not like, that when this home got on the market in the right location, 264 seemed pretty reasonable. I mean, we had the room, right? We were approved for that, but when the house came on the market and what it looked like in the location, I think we both agreed, right, that it was fine.
Yes.
Looking back, do you guys regret that, or what would you think would be different if you guys let's say the foundation was good on that other one, right?
Yeah.
And you went and purchased it for 235.
The other one?
Yeah. So if
I
you
would
guys,
spoke up.
You would have spoke up?
Yeah. I was
well,
like, I
you
don't
would
like
have you would have already closed on it, so you guys would have already bought it.
I would cry every night. No, I would have told you I don't like it. I
Yeah.
just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
So I never-
Looking back on it, you guys obviously got a better deal.
Yeah. I didn't think of it this way at the time, but yeah, it would have been so much more stress to have to rehab a home while we were switching jobs, just newlyweds and first time home buyers. It would have been devastating. It would have been more pressure, more stress.
Did you even at this time? Did you even know what ARV was?
I didn't know any of that stuff, but I really got interested in real estate investing and stuff like that when I walked into this home, because this was a rehab when I walked in, and when I was already flipping cars, so I was trying to make a dollar, flipping cars, and I walked into this home, and at the time it was the beginning of Zillow, and I was able to see what this home had previously sold for, and this home had previously sold like 6 or 7 months prior to the sale for like $120,000, and the builder, the guy that rehabbed, he wanted to be here when agents showed the house. So he actually walked us through the house and told us all the stuff that he did, and he said, yeah, I put about $60,000 into it, and then I had realized what he purchased it for, what he put into it, and then what he was selling it to me for, and I said, holy shit, that spread is a lot better than flipping cars.
And you didn't care? Like,
no.
That he was making money off it?
No, absolutely. I mean, it's what the house was worth, period. I didn't have the ability to, I didn't have the $60,000 to fix it. And then I didn't get the deal. And at the end of the day, it was on the market. And if I wouldn't have bought it, somebody else would have paid the money, because it just goes back to, if the house is worth whatever amount, it's going to sell.
So it sounds like you guys weren't trying to make, even though you were trying to make a buck on the other one, this one you were just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
We're in love with it.
I liked it. I liked the kitchen. The bathrooms were really nice.
Yeah.
The room had a fireplace. Our master room had a fireplace.
Yeah.
The living room was like beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all nice.
Yeah, we fell in love with it.
All right, so we got a good idea of why you guys chose the home. Now, you guys are living with each other, and obviously, you guys are a married couple. You guys have a house with, how many bedrooms does this have?
4 bedrooms.
4 bedrooms. So, minus the master, there's 3 other ones. Why is there 3 other bedrooms and just 2 married couples?
Just 2 just a couple.
So what I'm trying to get to here, if you didn't catch my lingo, is what were the plans for children?
When did we start talking about children?
Well, I didn't want to have kids right away, because I told you that I wanted to wait at least a year or 2. But then, 2 years into being married, I had surgery. So I had surgery 2 years into being married. They told me I couldn't get pregnant for another year. Then my dad had heart surgery, and I didn't have time to think about freaking kids. My dad was my priority. And then it was our turn to think about, because I think it was like 3-4 years in.
Yeah, 3 or 4 years in.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happened before all that.
Right.
Maybe for a reason, maybe for something, but
yeah,
it happened for us to just be us two for
Yeah.
a while.
We had a lot of fun. But how many years in married did we have Aiden?
5?
5 years. So we spent 5 years dating, and then 5 years married. 5 years.
So how old were you when you had Aiden? Was that 30?
No, it was
The beginning of our 30s.
it was
Beginning. What is that, 31 or?
Just say beginning.
Okay.
I was 33.
33 years old.
Yep.
So
Well then.
why did you guys wait till 30? I know you said that you were going through a lot of things and stuff like that. But obviously you guys were holding it off too. There's you know, a time and a place for that? And you guys, what did it take? How did you guys know you were ready for that commitment?
We were busy. We were both super busy, and we were doing a lot of stuff. And that wasn't one of our initial goals when we got married, just to have children. And then, like she said, a lot of other stuff came up, like personal stuff came up with her surgery and her dad's surgery and stuff like that. I thought when we were 30s, I thought we were settled in. We were making a little bit more money, which is also helps out, especially if you're gonna have children, to, you know, have some cushion. Yeah, Aiden is 11 months, and you know, she took a bunch of time off of work. Aiden is a huge expense. I mean, if it's tough if you're not ready for it. You know, just having a child, you know, it can devastate you financially. So we wanted to be in a stable situation, and yeah, I guess it's never the perfect time to have a child. That's what everybody says, which is true, but you want to be somewhat prepared. So I thought, you know, we waited a little bit to do that.
Okay.
Agree.
Yeah.
You were mature too, though.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a better parent now than I would be at 33. I think I'm a better parent than I would be at 23.
Yeah, that makes sense. You've, you know, life experience. You know, you mature, and then you really start figuring out what it is that you know, want in life.
Yeah.
So
at 23, I would have said no way to marriage. At 33, I would say yes, absolutely. And I know now that I'm getting older, I'm more traditional. Wouldn't you say that we're more traditional now that we're getting older?
okay. So you guys had Aiden early 30s.
Yeah.
How was it? How was it when Aiden was born?
Horrible.
Why?
I went through a lot of pain to have him. That's why it
Yeah.
was horrible.
This poor lady.
Well, yeah, I guess
It
that'd
was
be your
very,
experience.
very painful.
They say that's the worst pain that you'll probably ever have to go through, right?
Yeah, this is the worst pain
Yeah,
ever.
it's horrible.
Well, you're trying to get this huge thing out of you.
Huge.
And she was huge.
I was huge?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Aiden was
Nobody-
10 pounds.
I was huge? Nobody ever told me that.
Well, nobody's going to tell you you're
Yeah, they were
huge.
being nice.
Yeah, like, oh, you're so cute pregnant. It's like, oh, damn, she's huge.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
That's so rude.
No, one of her friends, like I would snap like pictures of hers, whatever, and her friends would be like, damn, you guys make big babies.
I don't remember that.
Wow.
She wasn't even laughing, and she's like, damn, you guys make some big babies.
Not even laugh out loud?
No. You know what she was thinking? She's like, good luck getting that one out. That's what
Yeah.
she was thinking.
Struggled. Big
So
struggle.
we know how Vanessa's experience went. Ralphie, how was yours?
Yeah, you tell me how was yours after I was dying.
You know, I met a contractor. Like,
real estate. That's
wow.
yeah,
the
Yeah.
it all circles
Uh-huh.
back. It all circles
I guess.
back.
Continue.
I met a contractor probably 2 years prior to having Aiden, and he asked me like, hey, you know what are you doing this for or whatever? And like, oh, you know, I'm real estate investing and I'm gonna get my license. And he asked me, you know, are you married? I said, yeah, I'm married. And he's like, do you have children? I said, no, I don't have any children. And I remember him, I think he took a liking to me, so he was kind of opening up. He was an older guy. He was pretty successful. He had, you know, a bunch of businesses, and he was in the business for a long time. And he told me, he said, it's the best thing ever. And he told me, women, they always have that motherly instinct. They always have it. But he said, men don't know what it is to be a father until you hold your firstborn, is what he told me. And I didn't realize, I was looking forward to it, but I didn't know what that feeling was until I held Aiden for the first time. Because when they asked me to go over and meet my son, dude, I teared up. You know, like it was amazing. It was amazing to think that there was a little piece of meat that was half mine and half Vanessa's, especially after all the time that we spent together, you know, by ourselves. And then when we started planning for it, then that became the focus. That's all we thought about or wanted to think about, right? And when it came, when it came time to be parents, it was amazing. How about you?
I don't know. It's indescribable.
Yeah.
I don't think words can describe the love from a mom to a son
Yeah.
or to a daughter.
Yeah. I feel like Vanessa loved Aiden. Like as soon as she heard his heartbeat, I thought she was like completely in love.
Well, I'm carrying him.
Yeah.
I feel him.
It's different, right?
And I wanted it.
Yeah.
I wanted a baby already.
Yeah.
And when I knew I was pregnant, it was like tears of joy. And I wanted a piece of you and a piece of me.
Yeah. That's the only thing that we're leaving behind is your offspring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
So I remember when, well, obviously I wasn't there or whatever, but I remember.
not.
Yeah, I was in the other room. No, I remember Ralphie, calling me and explaining to me the experience and stuff like that. You could
He
definitely.
called you?
Yeah, of
I didn't know
course.
that. Oh.
Yeah, no, he told me, how it felt, and you could tell, just knowing Ralphie, for that long, you could tell that it was a very, very special time for him, and just the way he explained it, and I remember him saying, he's like, dude, man, he's like, I can't wait for you to experience what I experienced.
Yeah.
And he's like, there's no, like you said, there's no words to really explain it. He's like, there's just that feeling that, you have when you hold, your firstborn. So.
You know what's funny? I don't want to tear you guys up or whatever, but there's a reason why I said that, and it's because I love you a whole bunch, and the reason that I want you to experience it is because I love you too. And I thought, man, this was such a magical moment where I'm like, dude, I hope you have the opportunity to experience, because it's so special, because it's like anything, it's unlike anything you've ever felt, So I'm like, dude, if I felt this great, I want you to experience it too, I'm like, then I look forward to you having that feeling and then expressing it back to me.
Dude, when you gave me that phone call, I knew. You said it just like that. You're like, I want you to experience that. You know, there's no other feeling like that in the world. And when you said that, I was like, dude, man, that's serious.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's crazy, man. How, like, you've obviously never felt that way before ever in your life.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Absolutely.
So, Aiden was born. How did you guys even come up with Aiden anyways?
The name?
Yeah.
We knew we were gonna name him Aiden the day after his gender reveal, right? How did that go down?
What? The gender reveal?
No, I'm saying like how do we come up with Aiden?
We were laying in bed, and we started looking up names. But you wanted Maximiliano at some point.
What?
We had it down, Maximiliano and
Max? That's a
Max.
cool name, isn't it?
Sounds like a dog's name, but whatever. But
Max, yeah, right.
And then?
But then Aiden, because we said he was a warrior.
Yeah. So
Warrior and a fire.
So first we did it because of our priest, the priest that married us.
Yeah.
Which his name is Adan, Adan.
Spanish.
Yeah, in Spanish. And then we really liked the name, and we wanted to name our son after him. And then we were thinking about how it would that name would translate into English. And then we started looking at other names similar to it, and then we kind of arrived at Aiden, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. Yeah. And then what she's talking about is, I think Aiden is like, geez, we should really know this because it's Aiden.
I think
right?
it's a warrior.
Yeah, I remember when you told me it. It's has something to do with like the fire.
Yeah, like fire, like
the
fire. Yeah,
warrior.
like warrior fire.
That's not
Way
good.
to go, guys.
Whatever.
Way to
Whatever.
go. Way
We
to
like
drop
the
the
name.
ball on that one.
It was Aiden.
Aiden
Aiden.
is after a priest. Maybe he'll be a priest too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Well, speaking of maybe he'll be a priest, we have 5 minutes, 6 minutes left before the bonus round. I just kind of want to Because now we got where you guys met, and we're kind of at where you guys are in the present. You guys, Aiden is going to be 1 next month.
Next month. Actually, exactly a month from now.
Yeah.
He's 11 months today.
11 months today. So 1 month he'll be a year.
20,
Yeah.
26.
I wanted to ask you kind of like what your goals are with Aiden. So I'm just curious, is Aiden going to have any guidelines, or are there going to be any rules or standards that are going to be set for him?
Yes.
So this whole thing I kind of lay on Vanessa's shoulders.
What?
Yeah.
Well,
Because she's the mama, and she's the one that keeps the tight leash on the children. And I think that this is another great advantage of her coming from a great household where I can depend, where I'm like, okay, well, she got raised right, so now she has customs of her parents and her.
yeah, but I don't want to be that strict with him.
Well, I mean, that's up to you, right?
He's
But
a boy.
yeah.
I can't be like, you can't go out and see your girlfriend because she has to come see you. The hell?
So
Yeah.
what if you had a daughter?
I don't know.
So you would treat your daughter different than Aiden?
I don't know. That's another topic. Not right now.
Not right now.
Okay. We won't get into that. So is Aiden going to have a curfew?
Yes.
What times do you have to come home?
Doesn't he have to come home like at 10, at 9, at 17? Because then we get tickets as parents.
I don't even know.
They have tickets now?
I thought they did that. Don't you have teenage sisters?
Well, now when I was, well, yeah, but
But they're,
they stay out till 2 a.m. Don't even come home at night sometimes.
Really?
don't
Yeah.
say that. Anyhow, no, I think we get ticketed if our kids are out during school days, like
They have
after
curfew?
9 or 10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you're gonna have curfew for Aiden?
probably 10 o'clock, 11.
How strict are you gonna be?
Very, very strict.
Very strict.
I need nice girls in this house.
Nice girls.
And the room is staying open. He's not taking a fucking girl in the room.
Yeah. And how are you gonna decide what's good and what's bad?
I talked to her mom. No, I can't do that.
No.
Gosh, I don't know. I guess just tell them how some girls are, how some girls are not.
How are some girls?
It's a different topic too.
That's a different day. Different
I can't
topic.
say that. Everybody would hate me right now if I say stuff.
Whatever.
Well,
There's different type of girls.
I think there's a lot of detail and reasoning behind your answer, and we are running a little late, and it's like 1 a.m, so we'll let you slide
Yes,
tonight,
thanks.
Vanessa. Okay.
Thank you.
So he's gonna have a curfew. You're gonna be judging all of his girlfriends. It sounds like, which is not really judging. I'm
It's
just
normal.
saying it's normal. You know
Yeah.
you want the best spouse for your son, or whether you have a daughter. Which do you agree with? I mean, are you said you're just gonna go with all of her rules?
I trust her and her parenting skills. I think I will try to have some input, but Vanessa, I think, has the right idea overall. We talked about it, so I think I'll have some input, but yeah, primarily what she wants, right?
Yep. Okay, sounds good. The woman of the house.
Yep.
All right. So, is Aiden going to have a little brother or sister?
You
And
can answer
when?
this one. You can answer this one.
Come on, this is what everyone's been wanting. This
Should
is
I
why
just
everyone
say
fast
now?
forwarded.
Can I just say I'm pregnant already?
You're pregnant?
Look at you guys.
Don't do that.
You would be surprised too, wouldn't you?
What?
Don't do that. She's not
Don't do
pregnant.
that.
You're not
Serious?
pregnant, right?
Are you?
Look.
You're scaring me here, Ryan.
Jeez, we only have 1
What's
minute
going on?
here.
No.
You're not pregnant?
No, I'm not pregnant.
You sure?
Jeez, we
I
need to
hope
make that
so.
the intro.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah, then
Yeah.
everyone's gonna be pissed. She was lying.
yeah.
So
No,
so
I'm not
when?
pregnant.
So when are we gonna have an announcement on a podcast?
I don't know.
Are we gonna have another?
Well, maybe we'll wait till Aiden starts walking and talking and potty trained.
Shit, that's 6 months.
6 months. He's not gonna say a lot of words in 6 months. He doesn't even say Dada yet.
Yeah,
All he says is Mama.
we're working on that.
Well,
No dada.
he's saying right now, Mama, when am I gonna have a little brother or sister?
Do you, if we have another, would you rather it be a boy or a girl?
Boy.
A boy? So you would want 2 boys?
I want like
No
2
girls?
boys.
Ever.
I mean, if it happens, it happens. I'd rather boy though.
Another boy.
What do you want?
Whatever God gives us.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Good answer.
That's the right
good
answer.
Oh, mama boys.
Yeah? You want boys?
I could see you having a little girl, but you'd be too attached with her.
You think so?
She'll have you wrapped around her finger.
Probably, dude. I'd be a sucker.
Yeah.
And then when she sees Ryan, Ryan.
Oh,
and then
Ryan.
what are you gonna do too? Carry her and kiss her and be.
Yeah.
It's
of
different with
course.
little girls.
And
Yeah.
Aiden? What about Aiden? What's happened to him?
He's a boy. He doesn't even want to be with us now. He's 11 months. He wants to like be out on his own, crawling on stuff.
It's true.
Yeah,
Independent.
Yeah. You guys definitely have your hands filled, but
for sure.
yeah. So we have 20 seconds left. I want to get into the bonus round, but I first want to thank both of you guys for answering all of our questions. You guys gave us a lot of good information, and yeah, it's 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and you guys are down here. You guys are a married couple with a not a newborn, but a youngin, and you sat down here and you shared a lot of information that a lot of people wouldn't be willing to share. So
We laid it out for you guys. We gave you the 411, and we didn't hold anything really back, except for like 2 things that she held back. But we'll have you back on the podcast.
What did I hold back?
There was some stuff that you said that I'd rather not talk about. But
we'll
get her back
Oh.
on the
Wait,
podcast.
what did I say? What did
Well,
I say?
We're gonna get her back on the podcast.
I asked you if you would treat your daughter different than Aiden because she's a girl. Which is a yes, you would. Just say it because because there's a reason why you didn't say it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But we
I
won't get
probably
into
would.
that, guys. So don't worry about
Stay
it.
tuned for the next podcast when she shows up.
All right, guys. Thank you. All right.
I'm
All right,
hungry.
guys. Vanessa's hungry and I'm hungry too, but I am hungry for these answers.
Oh, hungry for these answers.
Hungry for these answers.
Bonus round.
Bonus round.
Boop,
So I thought what would be
Turn
cool.
on the lamp. That would be. This is the bonus round. Lamp.
Ding, ding, ding. This is how you know it's the bonus round. All right. So I thought, how cool would it be to include a little fun game? I am going to ask Vanessa and Ralphie 5 questions each that I came up with.
Make
One-
it quick because it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
One person is going to hold this board. The person holding this board, I'm going to ask them a question. They're going to write it down on the board, and the other person, their spouse, is going to have a few seconds to guess what they wrote on the board. Whoever has the most questions answered correct wins.
Got it. Do I start?
Let him
I'm
start.
going to have
What?
Vanessa
Why?
start.
Why?
I don't know, because you're the first lady. Women go first, right?
Yep.
Gentlemen.
Ladies go first.
Ryan.
All right.
And I can't see what she's writing, right?
So I wrote this. Okay, so hold on, guys. It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Can we
and
use a small board? Can we use
Um,
a small board?
the small board? The cameras can't pick it up.
We can hold it up.
Just
Yeah, if you
say the
want, I guess.
question already.
But let me just hold on. You could try the small board. See how it looks in the camera. I need to get
Oh,
my readers on, anyways.
Lord have
I-
mercy.
Guys, I'm getting old. I gotta wear glasses when I read now.
Are you serious?
These are my scripts.
What is this?
The board.
Really? There's gonna be. I hope you could fit all of them on there.
Hurry up.
Oh,
read
is it-
the
is it-
question.
Are you serious?
Damn, I can't fit these on with the headphones.
You look
Hey,
like
I'm getting my eyes.
Those actually look good on you.
Do they?
Yeah.
Well, I
like
didn't buy
those.
them to look good, all right? I bought them so I could read.
Oh,
man.
okay, go ahead.
read your freaking questions.
Go ahead.
already.
Okay. Are these the right ones? Okay. Ralphie, how well do you know Vanessa? I'm going to ask you 5 questions right now. Vanessa, well, I'm going to ask Vanessa these questions,
Okay.
and then you're going to have to answer them. Vanessa, you
One
write
by
down your answer I'm going to ask you a question. You write down the answer on the board. I'm going to give you guys a couple seconds. Ralphie.
How many questions?
5 each. We're going to
Each.
make it quick,
Okay.
simple.
All right.
I'll give you guys a couple seconds. After Vanessa writes it down, I'm going to ask you, you ready? You say it. She's going to show it. We're going to find out how well you know Vanessa.
All right.
All right. Does Vanessa like winter or summer better? What would she prefer?
Summer.
She's writing her question down. I told you, you got to wait a few seconds.
I know.
Summer. Ding, ding, ding.
Summer.
One for Ralphie. We got a pen here so I
Yeah,
can
we got
write
a
these
pen right
down. All right. So we got that one. Vanessa, what is your favorite holiday? Give her a second, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Can I answer?
Yeah.
Christmas.
Oh, you're on a roll. Christmas. Ding, ding, ding. Can you show the camera, though, so they can see that we're not cheating over here? Damn, I gave you freaking easy ones. Okay. Oh, I don't know why I added this one. Vanessa, do you prefer a nice car or a nice home interior?
It's too much to write.
Well, obviously, no. What'd you choose, Ralphie?
It's the easy one. Home interior.
Yeah, home interior.
Yeah.
I think Ralphie brainwashed you into that one just by our
Real estate.
podcast.
Real estate.
Vanessa, when you're cooking, do you cook or do you burn more often?
What the hell is that question for?
What happens more? Is it
That-
medium
that-
rare or is it
That's just an
well done?
offensive question. I take that very offensively.
what? Do you more than often come out with a medium well steak or a well done steak? Is it?
You said cook or do I burn food?
Yeah, you know, people consider well done burnt. Yeah, do you burn more? Do you burn the food more than you usually cook?
What should I put?
What do you do?
I don't think I do either.
You don't even cook. Or well, that's true. You can't burn it if you don't cook.
We take turns cooking, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I.
Don't say it right down.
If she was honest, she would burn food.
Oh my God, that was good. You got it right. Oh, dude, you are on a roll.
Hopefully she's
okay,
honest.
this one's gonna be a little harder. Okay, Vanessa, that was good. I wasn't expecting that. Way to admit that, Vanessa.
Well,
Yeah.
people
Wh-
know me, so.
Way to keep it real.
Way to know me the way I am.
So, Vanessa, what is your least favorite housework task?
Ugh.
Oh, there's a couple, but there's one that she really hates.
Really hates.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Yeah.
There's a couple.
why do I have a weird feeling that Ralphie's going to get this one right?
Hold on.
Okay, Ralphie, ready?
All right. So there's two. There's
No, I don't want it. I
No,
want it.
I'm
one.
gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you the one that I'm gonna go.
Don't
with.
back your
I'm gonna-
answer
I'm
up
gonna-
here. You're backing your answer up here. Just say that. What do you think?
She really hates to clean the bathroom.
Oh my God! You're gonna have to match 5. You're gonna have to match 5.
I don't think I can. I don't
Good
think
luck.
I can.
I gave Vanessa some hard ones too.
Are you for real? Why would you
No,
do
no,
that?
no. I'm just kidding. I gave you some easy ones.
hand it over.
Good job. Well, Vanessa, you
I
have
don't
some work
know.
ahead of you here.
I think I might fail. I think I might get 0 actually. You
All
gave
right.
me some easy ones.
They weren't that easy. Cleaning the bathroom.
I hate cleaning bathrooms. I
She hates
hate
cleaning
it.
bathrooms.
The burn. I mean, that was good.
I don't
You guys
even
both
cook.
got that one
I
there.
don't even cook.
All
that
right.
much.
So, Vanessa, how well do you know Ralphie? Oh, you broke the
I
microphone.
think I did.
Good
Yeah,
job.
sorry.
Good job.
I think you have to tighten it.
Yeah, that's all right.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Vanessa, how well do you know Ralphie? You ready? Gotta get 5 here.
Let's
We're gonna
do
go
this.
through all of them anyways.
Let's do
if you
this.
don't get them right, because
I probably
got some good ones.
see.
I got some good ones here. Ralphie,
Yep.
do you prefer a horror movie or a comedy? Give him a second, Vanessa. Okay, ready?
Yeah. Prefers comedy.
Yep. Comedy, funny always.
I don't know why you
gotta
hate
show the camera.
horror movies. Why do you hate horror movies?
Cause I don't want to get scared. I'm
What?
not gonna pay.
I thought you said you
to
were
get scared.
fearless.
That's not the point.
You always say you're fearless. then.
Listen, if I'm gonna pay you money, entertain me. Don't make me get sad, and don't make me get scared.
Yeah, Ralphie's trying to fall asleep at night.
Whatever. I guess.
Entertain me, please.
I
Make me
don't
laugh.
mind horror movies, but I stopped watching them because of you.
You know what? The problem is that if she were to like horror movies, she'd have nightmares all the time.
Yeah, but that's what you're there for, to cuddle me up. So
Well,
it's
that's true.
okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so we have 1 point for Vanessa. You're on a roll here.
What if we get all 10 right?
What do we get?
Then I'm gonna have to
buy
start
us-
coming up with.
No, you're gonna buy us dinner tonight.
Are
'cause
you
we're
gonna buy us
both hungry.
tacos?
You gonna buy us tacos tonight?
Well,
Yeah.
I can't leave the house because I gotta take my baby with.
That's fine.
So you gotta go by yourself.
Is cilantro open right now?
I don't know, but
All right,
Late
what's
night
number
tacos. All right. So here we go. Ralphie, what's worse, laundry or dishes? She already knows. You can see it. Ready?
he doesn't wash a fucking dish.
Oh, jeez. Jeez. You don't wash a dish.
My
Let's
back
see.
hurts.
Show 'em. Yep, Ralphie put dishes. I don't think they could see the camera.
two? It's dishes.
It's just so upsetting because not even a freaking spoon he washes.
Not even a spoon. Not even the dishwasher.
The
Well-
dishwasher broke a long time ago.
And we
Oh
haven't fixed
my
it.
god.
Yep.
I miss it.
All right. Okay, so that was the
Maybe-
easy one. It really sounded like.
I kind of cussed, didn't I?
What?
I cussed.
Oh, it's okay.
You
This
did
is the Ralphie and Ryan Show podcast
Yeah.
where
You're
we
supposed to
hold
be-
nothing back. Keep it 100.
You're supposed to be the lady of the house.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
Ralphie, start doing dishes, man.
All right.
If you guys are cheating. Okay. If you opened up a restaurant,
Uh huh.
what kind of food would you serve?
What? There's
ki-
no A, B, or C?
What kind of food would he serve? Okay, broad, like Greek food, like that's like what type of food? If Ralphie opened up,
I don't know. Steaks?
then what did you put, Ralphie?
I said Mexican tacos.
Mexican
It's steaks.
tacos.
It's steaks.
It's steak, but it's
He
not
didn't
Mexican.
he didn't put carne asada tacos. he
It's
just
steak.
he put tacos. They could have been
Whatever.
lingua, right?
Lingua, yeah.
So
Why would you open up? Why would
Ryan
you?
doesn't have to pay cilantro.
Why are you putting the buzzer on me?
Wrong.
I don't
Next.
like that. I don't like that.
Next.
I don't like that sound.
We should edit that. Ding.
That's horrible.
Okay.
Why would you want Mexican tacos?
I thought he was gonna say Mexican.
Yeah.
I was just looking for like Mexican, Italian,
Yeah.
but steak. Yeah, I could see steak.
I
the
do like
money,
steak.
trying to make some money over here.
Whatever.
Okay.
Mexican fucking tacos.
Oh my god.
You pissed her off. All right. Tupac or Biggie?
Oh my god.
This one's difficult because I switch back and forth myself. Oh, this is difficult.
If Ralphie could only choose one of them to listen to, if he had to cut one out, who would it be?
Who he listens to?
Who would he choose? Who would he choose to listen
Biggie?
to? Show the camera. The B.I.G.
I still got one wrong already.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. Well, you got to finish strong because you could have a 4 out of 5. You don't want to, a
I
3
don't
out of.
care. I got one wrong.
It's all right. It's okay. I gave you a little bit of harder ones.
That's not fair.
Okay, so this is all right.
This is the last one.
So, Ralphie, if you had to dress up for Halloween this year, what would you dress up as?
Oh my God! Right. This one's difficult.
What?
I wouldn't even know.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus.
This is a hard one, but I thought it'd be funny.
Dress up?
If you guys had to go to a Halloween party and they said, you have to go and you have to dress up, what would Ralphie buy at the Halloween store?
I don't even know. Is a realtor?
Is that your final answer?
No, I don't know. A mechanic?
Is that your final
A
answer?
fish guy?
A fisherman? That'd be
No.
easy. Just a bucket hat and a fishing pole, right? And a vest?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah, that was a tough
one.
That was a tough one.
I would go as the Mexican Donald Trump. That's what I'd be.
Are you
That's a
serious?
good one. A lot of people dress up as a president.
Yeah.
I think I was Barack Obama one year.
Were you?
Yeah, at Gil's Halloween party. I have that Obama mask.
Really?
You
Yeah.
didn't. The one that we went to?
Well, yeah, he had a lot of parties, but I bought a mask and like a $5 like suit jacket.
So I got 2 freaking wrong.
Two wrong.
Two
Terrible.
wrong.
Terrible.
I don't want the marker.
want-
Ralphie knows
Where's-
Vanessa more.
Where's the top for the marker?
Thank you
It's
guys
underneath
for
it?
watching the Ralphie and
At
Ryan
the
show.
top.
If you guys want to watch other episodes other than on YouTube, you can find us. We'll have Ralphie put in the link. We're on Facebook, Instagram. We are trying to interview local businesses, local friends, marriages, trying to have a little bit of fun, also bring in some value. Thank you so much for watching. Do you guys have anything left to say, or are you guys ready to hit the hay?
No, man. That's good, man. Thanks, Ryan, for hosting the episode. I really appreciate it.
I'm upset because how did I get 2 wrong?
Yep.
I gave you hard ones.
Yeah.
And why did you give him hard ones?
Look, I did this like 5 minutes before I came over, all right? I had a lot of other...
It was fun.
It was
I
fun.
enjoyed it. We got to talk
And if
about
you
it.
guys want to have Vanessa back on, make sure you hit the like button below. Make sure you hit that like button. Or if you just wanted to have just me and Ryan, then let us know too. But I mean, it's much more fun with you on here.
Yeah.
You
You
know?
just say that.
No, I think so. I think it's
Shit, you were... We were trying to keep it rated G. You're the one who started dropping the bombs.
The
and
F
What did I
that's,
say?
that's the way... I mean...
You guys don't cuss?
Well, yeah, we cuss.
Ryan does. I don't.
Oh my god, I cuss.
Do you know that Aiden's gonna be listening to you years from now? This is gonna be on YouTube. You know, once it's on the internet, it never goes away. You know that, right?
Yeah, it does.
Why would you tell me not to cuss?
We could just delete it.
Yeah.
Yeah, delete it.
Yeah.
You're not
But
delete are you?
but
Will we?
Ralphie is right.
Yeah.
It does stay there.
Forever.
How many times did I cuss?
16 times.
You counted?
Yeah, I have a swear meter right here because
real?
Ralphie says I swear too much.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Are you for real?
Look it says 16. I'll show you when we get off the podcast.
And I didn't say the F, and I'm the man. I didn't say the F word.
I'm done
once.
with this. Are you for real?
I didn't swear, did I?
I didn't. Did
Hey,
you?
it doesn't matter if you swear. or
You
not.
told me that I said 16 times.
People want you to
Be
not,
yourself.
Not swear, but they just want you to be yourself, not holding anything back. And when you swear, you bring emotion
How do you
into
have
it.
to swear? 'Cause you
Fucking
put-
dishes gave it some oomph. It's like, damn, Ralphie, do the dishes.
No, wait. I could. For real, you have a thingy?
No, I was just messing with
That's
you.
not
You
even
didn't swear
funny.
16 times.
No.
I did cuss a lot.
I think you
though.
did twice. That's it.
When was that?
I don't know. We'll review it back. But for now, we have to go now.
Guys, it is 1:18
In the
on
morning.
a Memorial Day morning.
Yeah.
And we're in here on the podcast. Before we go, my intro wasn't a little hot. But my outro is that it's 2:00 in the morning on a Sunday night. Aiden's sleeping, and we're in the basement. Vanessa didn't want to be on the podcast or whatever. We didn't have to beg her on here or whatever, but she wanted to, she didn't really, she wasn't comfortable of getting on the show or whatever. She went forward and gave you guys this awesome performance, and thank you. I also want to acknowledge that we are in the basement at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, and it wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for Vanessa, if it wasn't for your guys' marriage. There's a lot of shit that me and Ralphie do that's stupid, and you always align with it, and this would have not been able to be possible if it wasn't for you. And I just want to thank you. So
You're special.
She deserves a round of applause.
yeah, a lot of women out there wouldn't let this slide. I know there's some times where you probably don't want me over your house at this late at night talking shit on the camera or whatever, but
I like you. You're a cool guy.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's it being a marriage, talk and stuff like that. I think it's very important. Like I said, a lot of people wouldn't let it happen, and the reason that it's going to happen is because that not that you let Ralphie do it, but you support him and his crazy friends and support their dreams. So thank you.
I love you, babe.
All right, guys, there you have it. Thanks for watching, and I'm still wearing these glasses.
See you guys next week. Bye.
Holy longest podcast.